Game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country, right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
What's in a name? For some, the meaning runs deeper than the word we see in front of us. There's a history to it. We are Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, and the biggest part of our name will always be the smallest, of, because it's the of that connects us, which means we are of our communities, of a promise passed down for a healthier tomorrow, through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Located in the heart of downtown Missoula at the historic Mercantile Site, Residence Inn by Marriott is a full-service extended stay hotel featuring 175 guest room suites and meeting space. Some of the amenities include complimentary hot breakfast, evening bar service, rooftop patio with fire pits, and an indoor swimming pool. Residence Inn Missoula is the desired home away from home for all guests wanting to experience the vibrant culture of downtown Missoula and just a quick walk to the University of Montana.
I was raised by mountain roads and the smell of rain on dirt. Adventure didn't come with instructions. It came with sore legs, muddy jeans, and a camera roll full of places I never meant to find. Every corner of this state has something to say if you're willing to listen. And I've still got a lot of listening to do. Explore your state at visitmt.com.
Planning your next party or event? Call the party professionals at Montana Party Time, because your guests deserve the best. From elegant tents, tables and chairs, fine china, and more. Make your wedding or event memorable. Call or visit us at missoulaeventrental.com. Montana Party Time, because your guests deserve the best.
Back into the Grizzly pregame show. It's quarterfinal Saturday for Montana, their 16th all-time appearance, second most in FCS history, and they'll take on South Dakota today, looking for a spot in the semifinals. Time for us to talk with head coach Bobby Hauk. It's brought to you by Providence. Coach, what'd you like most about the week of practice preparation, getting ready to go today for this quarterfinal showdown?
Well, I'm not giving you anything new here. I like the focus. I like the effort. As always, Riley, I really like our team and the way they prepare. So we had a good week, and we should be ready to go this afternoon.
Well, certainly you told us on Wednesday that at this round, every team is good that you're playing. And South Dakota obviously playing their best football at the right time of the season. What have you seen with them throughout the year? But maybe more importantly, what have you seen recently as they've been playing their best?
Well, the fact that they won 47-0 at Mercer last week, a team that had won 9 in a row, was eye-opening. They're playing great, but as you just said, there's 8 teams left going into this weekend, and they're all good. This is a good football team. It'll be a huge challenge for us to try to get this win today.
Well, certainly at the top of the page is their running game. And L.J. Phillips, the number one running back in the entire FCS. How would you best characterize their running game, what they want to do, and obviously, most importantly, what this Grizzly defense can do to try and slow them down?
Well, they're a zone team primarily. He's a good zone runner. They block it well. So they're going to roll off the ball. They're going to zone their gaps, and they're going to try to move you. They're big up front. The backs are all good. But the starter's really good. He's got good size, good speed, and that's what makes him go is their run game.
Everything predicated off the run, but of course they've had the most experienced quarterback in the FCS and the top receiver in the FCS as far as receiving touchdowns and yards per catch in Lorenzo Fenner. So just talk to us a little bit about their passing game and what you need to be aware of there.
Well, there's the problem right there is they run the ball so well and efficiently, and then they've got a fifth-year quarterback that's record-setting. They've got a wide receiver that's leading the nation in a lot of categories, so they're a problem to handle on offense.
Defensively, have been very solid, and during this run, in regulation, they've allowed 24 or less in their last 8 games, Coach. So you look at what they do on the defensive side of things. How do they line up and things that you're aware of on that side?
Well, they're very sound. They're big up front. They don't get moved off the ball. So that's a great place to start. They're coordinated. The back end knows where they fit in regard to what the front end does. What we're interested in is to see how much they want to pressure us, specifically zone pressure us, or if they want to rush 4 and play their coverage package. So we have to get a feel for that as the day goes on. We have to adjust some things. If they blitz the corner, we have to hurt them there. But we anticipate a pretty multiple game plan from them.
Well, certainly on Wednesday, sometimes we save it for Saturday, and so I'll ask matchup of the game or where you're identifying is maybe a position group you're watching or just a matchup of the game when you identify the Grizz and the Coyotes today.
Well, we have to tackle their back. So whoever's matched up in space, tackling him, we have to tackle him. Our corners on the receiver, number one, he's just a good player, right? He's got all the numbers. And then the fronts have got to hold up. One side or the other is going to win up front, and that's probably the team that's going to win the game.
Coach, you sum it all together. I'm superstitious at this point. So my final question, your keys to a Grizzly win and moving on to the semis.
Well, we need to go out and be the Grizzlies. As we talked just when we very first started here, Riley, we talked about preparation, focus. We're there. Now we need to go play well. And if we're ready to go, we have a really good football team. And so if we go play well, then we have a great chance to win this game.
Coach, cannot wait. It's the season finale here at home, and we'll end it on a good note here. Home game number 10. Appreciate it as always. Best of luck.
All right, man. Go Grizz.
Fight on. That was head coach Bobby Hauk. We'll have kickoff on the other side of the break. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Looking for fresh meals and great savings? Albertsons and Safeway have you covered. Whether you're diving into your next made-from-scratch masterpiece or grabbing something hot and ready, Albertsons Safeway is here to make mealtime easy. Plus, here's a little extra to smile about. Students and military save 5% every single day. So swing by your neighborhood store or start your next order today through the Albertsons or Safeway for You app to shop curbside and delivery.
When it comes to trucks, Chevy's reputation speaks for itself. With a lineup led by the legendary Silverado, where 4 durable engines, including the Turbo Max, deliver the capability you rely on every day. Silverado is also as smart as it is strong, providing advanced trailering tech for your most difficult towing jobs. So wherever you're headed, you can get there with confidence. Check out the powerful Silverado at your Montana Chevy dealers today. Proud sponsors of your Montana Grizzlies.
When the lights are on and the game is on the line, performance matters. At Torsion's Equipment, we bring that same winning attitude to the field and the job site. From powerful Case IH tractors, forestry equipment, and rugged Case CE construction equipment, we got what it takes to help you move the chains. Torsion's Equipment, with 18 locations, encourages you to stop by your local branch or visit TorsionsEquipment.com. Torsion's Equipment, steady as you grow.
How far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, pump it up.
Town Pump is excited to once again sponsor the growing Brawl of the Wild Series between the University of Montana and Montana State University. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump food store.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Synx, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need, so you'll always leave Synx with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles, or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Synx, powered locally.
Montana is a place full of heart. At Providence Heart Institute, we believe every one of those hearts deserves expert, personalized care close to home. Our award-winning team offers more services than any other in Western Montana, including the most advanced diagnostics and innovative procedures, with support for each patient throughout their journey. We care for the heart of Montana.
On the Grizzly Sports Network from Learfield, Grizzly Football is brought to you by Albertsons and Safeway, the official grocers of Grizzly Athletics, your local Montana Chevy dealers, Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Yahtzee, baby! Drew Deck will reach out, makes the catch. What a moment! Touchdown, Montana! Grizz bring pressure off the edge. Mason hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. TJ Roush, a yacht Statue of Liberty play to Eli Gilman. The seas will part. Gilman is in, and the Grizz are in for 6.
Live from Grizz Stadium, the Grizzlies, the Coyotes. This is the FCS quarterfinals. Kickoff is just moments away. Here's Greg Sundberg and the voice of the Grizzlies, Riley Corcoran.
It's quarterfinal Saturday on a 50-degree December afternoon in Missoula, where the Montana Grizzlies have had plenty of success in this round of the playoffs as they are a perfect 12-0 at home, and today they look to keep this special season alive as they welcome in another Missouri Valley foe in South Dakota. Welcome inside the Mecca of FCS football. Riley Corcoran, Greg Sundberg with you, our entire team. Brian Freeman in studio, Don Perkins, our longtime engineer game side. Ace Sauerwan is patrolling the sidelines. Fans are filing in. It's getting closer now, Greg. It's what you dream of if you're a player. You get the national spotlight, the eyes of the nation here in Missoula, and what a day we have for football.
Unbelievable. Maybe a historic high, maybe. In the 50s later this afternoon, cloud cover. I'll tell you what, the stage is set for quarterfinal football here in Washington Grizzly Stadium as the Grizz have an opportunity to advance to the semifinal round and take on Montana State.
It would be the 12th semifinal appearance in program history. Montana's had plenty of success here in this quarterfinal round. 4 times they've made it in the last 6 years. The Coyotes have come in. Their backs have been against the wall for 5 straight weeks, yet they've rattled out 5 straight wins. And they find themselves here opposite of Montana, a road win for them last week against Mercer. These two had arguably the 2 most impressive wins in the second round of the FCS playoffs, both with experienced and dynamic quarterbacks, both with phenomenal running backs. And that sets the stage for this matchup as the Montana Grizzlies take the field for the final time here this season. Well, Greg, we have been treated to 10 home games this year for just the second time in program history, savoring it a bit longer. There's a lot of things in the playoffs where you're not quite sure what is going to happen next, but we do know now with certainty this is the final time Montana gets to protect their home field and their home field advantage. And for these seniors, they do know there's some finality to this. This is the final time they are taking the field, emotions, everything in between. But these Grizzlies are ready to go, and hopefully that winning streak continues on. They've won 10 straight playoff games and 17 of their last 18.
Well, and you talk about the seniors, and a lot of them have been here from the start. Some came in from afar, and what they've been able to do is come together as a team, and we've talked about it throughout the season. As far as the ego checked at the door, all in for the team. This is an unselfish group that has proven their leadership has continued and spurred on this team to historic numbers offensively, a defense that's getting better, and here we go.
4 seniors there for the coin toss. R.A. Sauerwein there with the CAA crew.
It's the CAA. Dakota University team, they're going to call the toss. The helmet side with the CAA logo is heads. Heads. Football side with the CAA logo is tails. Heads. Heads is called. It's a head, you win the toss. South Dakota's won the toss.
So South Dakota wins the toss. They will defer. That means the Montana Grizzlies and this high-flying offense will get the ball to start as we throw it downstairs. A clean look from the sideline guy here today. Ace white out, it seems like, on the sideline. But Ace, my friend, how are the vibes down there and your thoughts here before the game starts?
Well, since we had no snow, I had to bring some kind of a winter setting to a 50-degree day in December. Are you kidding me? I'm a little torn. It doesn't feel like playoff weather, but I'm also going to take not freezing down here for 3 hours. Guys, it's been a heck of a season, and you mentioned it's the last game at Grizz. Heck, I got a little emotional thinking about we won't be back inside this building until next August. Let's have some fun. I think there's going to be a lot of points today. That would be my overall assessment of what I think is coming over the next 4 quarters.
Well, and that's probably a pretty good guess considering the offensive firepower and the weapons, Greg, on both sides. I think the quarterback battle is fascinating with Aiden Bauman and Kaylee Ayat, but it's all going to be predicated off of the run between Phillips and Eli Gilman as the Montana Grizzlies take the field for the final time, and the crowd appreciating this squad. Pretty awesome stuff for the journey that they have taken them on this season. There's a lot of hope of what this Grizzly team can do, but there's 3 steps left, and it's one at a time as Montana takes the field. Road maroon tops, should say home maroon tops with the gray pants, white stripe up the side, gray helmet with that Grizz logo. For South Dakota, they are in white tops, white pants with a red helmet. This is their 11th different jersey combo in 15 games, and the first time they went with the red, white, and white. You knew I'd do the deep dive on that.
Sometimes, partner, where it comes from.
Too much time.
Oh, no. It's the Yotes.
The Yotes, the South Dakota Coyotes, their 3rd straight quarterfinal appearance. They made the semis last year, and it all ended in Bozeman. Aiden Bauman, their quarterback, announced his return days after the loss, and that really has propelled South Dakota State to what they thought their expectations would be, the preseason number 4 team in the country. Losers of 3 of their first 5. They've won 8 of their last 9. Montana enters 12-1, and the number 3 seed, Washington Grizzly Stadium, revs up as the kicker for South Dakota, and Zeke Mata will kick it away from right to left. We're underway. And getting a return will be Michael Wortham up the far hash marks the 10-20, upended at the 23. And the Grizzly offense will begin at the 24-yard line, led by Kaylee Ayat. What a game he had a week ago, 360 yards, 4 touchdowns. Greg, he has been efficient passing, and he's also taking good care of the football.
And that's it. He's making great decisions down the field. He's being productive in the pass game, but not being risky and turning the ball over. And we talked about it throughout the playoffs. This is a key stat, is the turnover battle. We'll see how it unfolds today.
First play, Kaylee Ayat will motion to the far side slot, and Michael Wortham will be the quarterback. He'll get the snap, and he'll take it off tackle to the right. Michael Wortham turns the corner, 40, 45, still on his feet to 50, into Coyote territory, and Michael Wortham right off the back gains 30 yards.
Turns on the Jets. Great read by Wortham, a little zone read, wildcat action. It's jumbled up in the middle, and he just uses his speed to bounce it outside. Great read by Synx and a big pickup on first.
He had 6 rushing attempts for 22 yards last week. Ayat in the gun, Gilman to his right. Play action fake. Ayat deep drop. He's going to take a shot for Davis. Just overshoots him, incomplete. The Grizz were going for it long on the second play. Brent Pease wanted to attack. It will be an incompletion and set up 2nd down and 10.
I believe he ran the post corner after the motion, pre-snap motion. He also had Bohannon on a sail route. But it just shows what Brent Pease wants to do, and that's be aggressive in this game, and we're seeing it after the first 2 play calls.
Gilman and Wortham are in the backfield with Kaylee Ayat. 2nd down and 10. They'll swing it out to Wortham. He'll get a block from Evan Schaefer, and he's up the near sideline. He gets 11 yards. He'll pick up a Grizzly first down, brought to you by First Interstate Bank. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Well, we see it early right now, Riley. They want to get Synx the ball in space, both run and pass. Can't talk enough about Evan Schaefer at tight end and what he does on the edges as far as in the pass and run game, as far as his blocking ability.
Ayat in the shotgun, Gilman to his left. 4 wide receivers. Blake Bohannon will come in motion. Snap back to Ayat. He'll throw far side to Bohannon, who makes the catch. He's tackled down. After a minimal gain, it'll be a gain of 3. Bohannon had a career-high 6 catches last week. Gets involved here, moves the Grizz up to the 31.
Just a little quick out route. Good timing. Far throw for Ayat, but puts it on the money. It is amazing. We're seeing it right now, I believe. Last week, they set up the run by the pass, and they're doing it right now through the air. Let's see if Gilman gets a touchdown the stretch here.
It'll be 2nd down and 8. Opening 2 minutes here from Missoula. Gilman to the right. They fake it to Gilman as Ayat, I think, turned the wrong way, but Ayat was able to dart up the middle and make something out of nothing. So the broken play results in a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, it was zone read with Ayat and Gilman, and he turned left. Gilman went right. But again, the savviness of Ayat to just follow Gilman, get something out of nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5. 3rd and manageable.
From the 28, South Dakota's defense, just pedestrian, 43%. They've held their opponents on 3rd down. Grizz need the 23. Ayat will bring Wortham in motion. Gets the snap, rushes on. Ayat again will swing it out. Gilman with the touch. Gilman puts his foot in the ground, makes a man miss, gets in the red zone, and Eli will pick up another 1st down.
Get him in space, Riley, and look out. One-on-one, and I'll take Eli Gilman any day winning that matchup. A little juke and jive, extends the play, pick up 1st down on 3rd down.
Gilman 5th on the team. That was his 29th catch of the year. As the Grizz enter the Case IH red zone, we played 3 minutes here on the opening drive. Montana set up at the 16-yard line. Ian Finch, the Hellgate product, comes in motion. He'll set the edge as Gilman cuts inside the numbers and is twisted down around the 10-yard line. Gilman will pick up 6 as the Grizz will rotate in 4 players here, keeping everybody fresh. They are going through a ton of packages as it'll be 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, nice job, Gilman, in between the tackles.
And Hashim Jones enters the game for Montana. The true freshman in the far side slot. Michael Wortham is in at quarterback. They will hand this one off, and Jones will push the pile close to the 6. So showing not only the versatility, but the depth of this running back room. Jones had only played in 3 games this year, but he gets a red zone touch. It'll be 3rd down and 1 from the 7.
And you talk about personnel packages. You're right, 4 on, 4 off, and they just bring in 3 tight end. Look here. It is 3rd and maybe 1. 3rd and short. See what Coach Pease in this offense has dialed up.
46% on 3rd down. It's Eli Gilman behind Kale Ayat. 3rd down and 1. They'll give it to Eli Gilman, working inside, and he's got enough for a Grizzly 1st down. Just getting enough to the 5-yard line. It'll move the chains with 10:31 to go in the 1st quarter.
The Yotes went with a 50 front look, so 5 down linemen. It's mano a mano right there in the trenches, and the Grizz O-line able to win that battle. They're looking good early in this game.
Kaylee Ayat gets everybody ready. It'll be 1st down and goal from the 5. Gilman behind Ayat. It's a pitch outside Gilman. Not a lot of room to run. It was to the short side of the field, and there were 3 Coyotes that collided in on him. Gilman goes down at the 8. It'll be a loss of 1, maybe a couple, and 2nd down and goal on the way.
Yeah, just trying to get Eli on the edge. They kind of do a little pivot to a speed option look. But the Coyotes all over it. Great pursuit by that defense for a short loss.
Stevie Rocker Jr. is the back. He's to the left of Kaylee Ayat. 2nd down and goal. 9:33 to go. A long drive here to start. Ayat gets the snap. Looking middle of the field. Pumps once. Now escapes. Flushed out of the pocket to the 5. He's got a man chasing him. Ayat lowers his shoulder. Takes a hit. And he goes down at the 2-yard line. Immediately helped up as there was a helmet that popped off from the South Dakota linebacker Matt Walsh, but Ayat was patient there, and it brings up 3rd down and goal.
Did a great job. The O-line gave him a pocket. He went through his progression, nothing there, and he picks up a nice gain. 3rd and goal on the 1.
Malai Fonoti behind Kaylee Ayat. 3rd down and goal. Drew Deck comes in motion. They fake it to Fonoti. Ayat will throw. It's Drew Deck again. Touchdown, Montana.
Fire the cannon, Riley. The Grizz are on the scoreboard. Ayat to Drew Deck on a little play action. Hits number 2 in the flats, and Montana strikes first.
The 4th touchdown of the season for Drew Deck. And another one here in the playoffs. This is his 8th playoff game. He comes through, and the Grizz on the board first. Joe Silver will add the extra point. And with 8:55 to go in the opening quarter, the Grizz have taken a 7-0 lead. That's another Grizzly touchdown brought to you by Town Pump. They're hiring a Town Pump. Visit townpump.com today. Greg, 12 plays, 74 yards, took 6 minutes off the clock.
That Grizzly scoring drive is brought to you by Jewelry Design Center, the official jeweler of the Grizz, where they want to be your jeweler for life.
Timeout on the field with 8:55 to go in the first quarter. The Grizz strike first. They lead South Dakota 7-0. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Go-to for office tech, from managed IT and phones to printers and copiers. But what sets us apart? Our local Montana team. With 6 locations statewide, we're your neighbors and your partners. We make office technology simple, reliable, and actually fun. So whether you're in the end zone or the office, Fischer's has your back. Tech yeah. Learn more at fischerstech.com.
I was raised to pay it forward,
to help and serve and do what I can.
Northwestern Energy supports and encourages that.
Being able to give back to our customers is really important.
We have several ways that we can assist them, either through payment arrangements or financial assistance.
We offer services to be able to help them out, whether it's a crisis situation or questions that they might have.
Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
Hello, this is Bill Coffey, CEO of Stockman Bank. When you bank with Stockman, your money stays in Montana to work for you and your community. You will be working with your fellow Montanans who understand our unique way of life. From our executive leadership to our frontline employees, our team is almost 900 strong. We know firsthand what it's like to live and work in our great state because it's our home too. We are Montanans serving Montanans. Stockman Bank, member FDIC.
8:55 left to go from Missoula inside Washington Grizzly Stadium. Riley Cork and Greg Sundberg with you. Montana with a great drive to start. They lead it 7-0. Joe Silver will kick it off from left to right. And South Dakota waiting back to return it. This will be Mikey Munn. He'll let it go over his head for a touchback. And South Dakota will take the field, led by Aiden Bauman, their 5th-year senior quarterback. He has started 46 straight games for USD, a record of 32-13. And last week, he became the first South Dakota player to go for 9,000 pass yards in his career.
Yeah, big fella, 265, 225, 5th-year senior, Efficient quarterback, doesn't make a lot of mistakes, Riley.
And he's got the nation's leading rusher to his right in L.J. Phillips in the backfield. While Grizz revs up, first play for South Dakota will come at the 25-yard line. From right to left to handoff to Phillips, who is met in the backfield, driven backwards for a loss of a couple. Hunter Peck in the middle of it all.
Well, they went with 5 down linemen, a little different look from this 3-3-5 that we're used to. And Hunter Peck just gets off his block immediately and is in the backfield disrupting that first play.
Hey, guys, the pursuit. All 11 guys were within 2 yards of the ball at the end. Incredible.
We'll see this Grizzly defense. They were waiting for this opportunity against the nation's leading rusher. It was a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11 from the 24. Bauman will hand it off to Phillips. Bursts through the hole, crosses the 30. That's what makes him so special. He averages 7 yards per carry, shot through it like a cannon, picked up 9. It'll be 3rd and 2.
And a missed tackle or 2 in the backfield, and Montana's been so sound, but you give him a little crease, like you said, Riley, and he's out of the gate. Brings up the first 3rd down conversion for the Yotes. It'd be 3rd and 2.
And a big moment right away. After the Grizz had the ball for 6 minutes, can they get USD off the field? 3rd down and 2 from the 33. Bauman, the lefty, will go under center. Grizzlies, 5 down linemen. It'll be a handoff to the left side. Phillips is fighting for extra yards. The ball squirted out. Montana jumped on it. Let's wait for the call. It's Grizzly football.
3rd down, and Montana comes up with the fumble. It's Lawler with the recovery. I didn't see who got their hand in it, but a huge turnover. And the ball is out by first look.
Peyton Wing punched it out. Kenzel Lawler grabbed it. And for South Dakota, they had 1 turnover in the last 9 games. It was an interception. That's their first fumble in 10 games. And the Grizzlies take over at the 34. What a way to start. 2 in the backfield with Ayat, Fonoti and Gilman. Gilman motions out. Play action fake. Ayat checks it down. Fonoti, foot in the ground, the 30. Gets hit from behind and brought down at the 25. Gain of 9 for Malai. Out of the backfield, and the Grizz keep moving.
Well, Ayat's taken what the defense given, a little soft shell in the back, and these checkdowns are being really effective of 7, 8, 9 yards.
7:09 left to go in the first quarter. The Grizzlies have come out with a bang. They lead 7-0, just forced a turnover of USD. Gilman is behind Ayat. Josh Gale comes in motion. 2nd down and 1. They'll give it to the All-American. Gilman will weave his way close to the 25. Initially, he had it. The spot is going to be interesting because the 2 officials had 2 different yard marks, and they're going to say no gain, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, a little stingy early in this game as far as the spot. Right now, this O-line, Riley, getting a push, doing a good job of executing up front, getting 10 and 7, some running lanes.
Evan Schaefer joins Gilman in the backfield. Ayat will go under center here on 3rd down and 1. And South Dakota is going to take a timeout. So to say the Grizz have the Yotes on their heels would be an understatement.
Yeah, they're on their heels. And again, I think a lot of this is formation, motion, and personnel groups that's given the Yotes a little problem on defense.
First Interstate Bank supports all student athletes participating today. Play hard and have fun. First Interstate Bank, built for you. 6:20 left to go in the first quarter. Grizz up 7-0. They've got a 3rd and 1 from the 25. When we come back, this is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield. Hey Grizz fans, this is Riley Corcoran, the voice of the Grizz, with Casey Robinson of Windermere Real Estate, who's not only a real estate pro, but also was a defensive end on the 95 championship team.
With over 20 years in the game, I'm your go-to for commercial and investment properties in western Montana. Give me a call, 406-370-7333.
That's 406-370-7333.
Did you know that Tire-Rama offers more than just tire services? Our expert technicians take care of other vehicle needs like belts and hoses, brakes, check engine diagnostics, oil changes, wheel alignments, and more. It's all about our dedication to keep our customers' vehicles running smoothly so they can travel with peace of mind. When it comes to your vehicle needs, Tire-Rama's got you covered. Find your neighborhood Tire-Rama and see a list of services at TireRama.com. Tire-Rama, more than just a tire store.
Every weekend, Diane Beck and Becky Peterson, the Beck and Beck team at Windermere Real Estate, present Missoula Real Estate Today on Newstalk KGVO. The Beck and Beck team provides years of local experience for your real estate transaction and bring you guests that provide useful information on products and services available in our community on Missoula Real Estate Today. Saturday mornings from 8 till 8:30 and replayed Sunday mornings from 10:30 till 11 on Newstalk KGVO, FM 98.3 and AM 1290, and on the free KGVO mobile app.
6:20 left to go in the first quarter as we welcome you back. 3rd-ranked Montana on top of 11th-ranked South Dakota, 7-0. Grizzlies have 3 tight ends here for a 3rd down and 1. They'll bring Deaver in motion, play action fake. Ayat will swing it out. It's Evan Schaefer making the catch, rumbling in the red zone, getting inside the 10, and Schaefer with a statement. He'll pick up 16.
Oh, just kept him off guard right there with the play action. The big fella. Schaefer out in the flat, rumbling and stumbling with a big gain.
Grizz quickly get up to the line. It'll be first down and goal from the 7. Ayat, another play action fake, rolls out to the right, and Gilman couldn't handle the pass. It would have been a minimal gain. It'll fall incomplete, bring up second and goal.
They must be seeing something because a lot of play action in this pass game. And again, we said it last week. I think the pass set up the run and got Gilman out of the gate more in the second half than the first. But right now, they're doing it through the air.
Ayat, 4 out of 6 passing. He's in the shotgun. Eli Gilman to his right. 2 wide receivers to the left. Second down and goal from the 7. Ayat fakes it to Gilman, sets his feet, throws for the end zone, and it's too high for Josh Gale, incomplete. They'll bring up third down and goal. Good job on the back end in coverage for USD. And now we'll see if the Grizz can punch it in on third down.
Yeah, back end was in man-to-man. Nice job. We wanted to go to Josh Gale up top, kind of threw that where only Gale could get it, but it sailed on him a little bit.
Third down and goal from the 7. 5:46 to go in the first quarter. Grizz already up 7. Ayat has Gilman to his left, 3 wide receivers. Gets the snap, looking left, throwing middle, and it's broken up incomplete. DJ Kennard was step for step with Michael Wortham. Wortham thought maybe there was some jersey grab, but it'll bring up fourth down and goal, and Joe Silver on for the field goal.
Yeah, it looked like it was pretty physical there. Wortham on a little slant right at the goal line. Couldn't see it by the replay. Nonetheless, no call, letting them play physical on the back end, and Joe Silver on to attempt.
Made a 31-yarder last week, his first career field goal. This will come from 29 yards from the right hash. Operation clean, and Joe Silver knocks it through. With 5:37 left to go in the first quarter, the Grizz go up 2 scores. They lead South Dakota 10-0. That scoring drive, Greg, 6 plays, 27 yards, took 2 minutes off the clock.
That Grizzly scoring drive brought to you by Jewelry Design Center, the official jeweler of the Grizz, where they want to be your jeweler for life.
Timeout on the field, 5:37 left in the first quarter. Grizz on top 10-0. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Shop the M Store in downtown Missoula for the best selection of Grizzwear, football game day gear, and the latest from Nike, Champion New Era, and other great brands. They have you covered for the entire family and have gifts for every occasion. The M Store is an official partner of Grizzly Athletics and has been providing you with the best Missoula has to offer for over 10 years. The M Store, located at 300 North Higgins Avenue in downtown Missoula, at the stadium on game days, or 24/7 online at montanamstore.com.
The Grizz Home Team is a group of Montana-owned and operated businesses that help to build the communities that we are proud to call home. Sweet Pea Sewer and Septic, True Green Lawn Care, Montana Glass, Williams Plumbing and Construction, and Garden City Paint and Glass are the proud members of the Grizz Home Team. Grizz Athletics encourages you to choose these longtime supporters of the community we know and love. For local service you can trust, visit gogrizz.com/home team.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill. Montana Grizzlies and Coors Light, a perfect combination. Montana cashes in on the turnover from USD, a rare one. Just their second in the last 10 games. And the Grizzlies with the field goal lead 10-0, 5:37 left to go in the first quarter. They're doing it run and pass, 102 yards, 50 in the air, 53 on the ground.
Yeah, great balance. And that's been the equation all year for this Grizz offense.
Joe Silver will kick it away. It's been the 4th game now for Silver as the kickoff specialist. This is a higher kick. There will be a return. It will be Martins. He fumbled it at the 2, picked it up at the 8, and he pays for it. He is brought down at the 12, and making the stop is Brock Beener, the true freshman, as we throw it down to Ace. Ace, how's the atmosphere compared to last week? The crowd certainly showed out here today.
Guys, it's great. I was wondering what the student section would look like with classes done. I don't know. You guys have a better angle to see if it's all the way to the top, but these kids are loud down here. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the zoo crew is full all the way to the top. Here is finals commenced yesterday. Graduation here on campus. South Dakota begins at their own 13. Aiden Bauman will go in the gun. He'll bring Martins in motion. Grizzlies bring pressure off the edge. Bauman will turn, throw to the left. It's Martins making the catch. But a good open field tackle by Micah Harper. Gain of 5 for Martins.
Yeah, get him in shotgun Bauman, that is, and a little 5-yard out. Easy pitch and catch. Try to loosen up this defense that just on that first series was all over as far as swarming to the ball and great pursuit.
It was 3 run plays on the opening drive. That was the first pass from Bauman. 2nd down and 5 from the 18. Bauman brings a man in motion, comes from the shotgun, fakes the handoff, back to pass, hit as he throws, it's incomplete. Solomon Tulio-Pupu, and they're keeping it alive, and Peyton Wings in for the score. Touchdown, Montana. We're going to wait to see, but they kept that play alive. And as it stands, it would be a Montana scoop and score.
Well, a good job by Solo. He came crashing down in one of those inside gaps. Good job by the officials not blowing it dead, so the ball continued. I don't know if he had control. We'll take a look here as we see that replay, but
don't want to make too many comparisons to last night, but there was a play in Bozeman very similar to this, and they let it stand. As Tulio-Pupu came up, he disrupted Bauman, the lefty. It sure looked like Bauman, his arm was still going forward. The wild part is they called a touchdown on the field. Your thoughts, Greg, as our CAA crew is looking at this right now?
I think he's got possession of it. I don't know. It's the question is, when it's coming forward, does he have control of it, or is it loose? Here comes the call.
Further review, ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's the key. They had the control as it came forward, but a great job on 2nd down, disrupting the pass play as Bauman, back-to-back plays, went to the air. Which, again, this is a team that wants to pound the rock, but they might have to loosen this defense up through the air before they can run.
And all of a sudden, a lot of pressure on the South Dakota Yotes offense.
Last 3rd down, Montana able to turn them over.
3rd down and 5 from the 18. Bauman trying to communicate with his offensive line. 3 wide receivers, all of them to the right. Grizz showing pressure with Solomon Tulio-Pupu. Bauman trying to counter at the line of scrimmage. Play clock goes under 10. Bauman gets the snap, hands it off. Phillips is tripped up, and he's brought down 1 yard shy. Peyton Wing got his hand in there, and South Dakota bringing on the punt unit immediately as the Grizz get another stop.
And guess who disrupts it? Solo is just being a beast in the trenches. Blew up the guard, ran him into Phillips, and nowhere to go. I think Wing and a cast of others cleaned it up.
Drew Deck will stand back at his own 33. It's all Grizz here in the first quarter. USD will punt this one away. It's a wobbler that Drew Deck will grab at the 25, and he can't escape the great hit from Bryant, who brings him down, and the Grizz will begin at the 23. But what a start, Greg. We said that it was going to be important for both of these teams to get off to a good start. South Dakota, opening drive touchdown in 8 games this year, and they've only allowed an opening drive point 5 times. Yet the Grizz have flipped the script. We said if USD gets down by 2 scores, it'll be interesting how they operate. They're in danger zone here early.
They really are. I mean, they've had 2 possessions and ran 6 plays. 1 possession was a turnover that resulted in 3 points. And here comes their defense again.
Grizz begin at the 23. Ayat fakes it to Gilman, throws inside the numbers to Corbin Hendricks with a nice move as the Arizona State transfers, tackled down at the 30. But a gain of 7, Grizz stay on schedule to begin this drive.
Yeah, 2 little skinny slant routes to the outside. He picked the outside one in Hendricks, and a good pitch and catch on first down was 7-yard gain.
Grizz utilizing some tempo here on second down and short. Ayat has Gilman to his left, Finotti to his right, and 3 wide receivers in the formation. High snap corralled. It's a handoff inside Finotti, and he's got enough for a Grizzly first down. 6-yard gain for Malai Finotti, who has gotten more involved here in the back half of the season. Last week he scored the touchdown to set the scoring record, and he moves the chains here.
Yeah, inside zone and well blocked up front, able to get a push. Didn't get touched for a yard or 2 past the line of scrimmage.
New set of downs to work with for Montana, operating left to right here in quarter number 1. Another handoff in between the tackles for Finotti, who is running hard. Just his 48th carry of the year. He looks very fresh, the redshirt freshman. That's a gain of 4 up to the 41.
Yeah, right now Montana averaging over 5 yards a carry. They're getting it done in the run game.
Quickly up to the line. Finotti gets the call again. He'll run just off the left guard and be close to the first down, and they will give Montana the first down on the run. That's the 3rd rush from Malai Finotti in a row. The Grizz will take it as we approach 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Well, and again, that air attack got this team a little gassed as far as the deep front goes, or at least that's what the eye test says. But right now, these hogs up front, you gotta love it. Getting a push and getting Gilman a little rest too.
Craig, 7 different guys have caught a pass, 5 different ball carriers here in the opening 13 minutes. Ayat gets the snap on 1st and 10. He gets rid of it quick over to Michael Wortham. Across the middle into South Dakota territory. Wortham will gain 8. The pocket was collapsing and Ayat recognized it.
And now how do you get Wortham the ball now? You line him up in the backfield, run an angle route over the middle. Nice execution.
South Dakota caught with 12 men on the field as Finotti gets the handoff. He won't gain a yard, but it was mission accomplished for the Grizz. It'll be a first down after the penalty.
And this substitution penalty is just showing there is confusion on the defensive side for South Dakota. A lot of personnel packages thrown their way, a lot of different looks. And they just seem a bit off, a bit confused right now.
We'll get the call from our referee, Alex Perella.
Defense, 12 players in formation, 5-yard penalty, first down.
And so the Grizz will move close to the 40-yard line. It's been a near-perfect script here in the first quarter as we go inside of 90 seconds. Gilman to the right of Ayat, 4 wide receivers on 1st down and 10. High snap. Ayat will give it off to Gilman, who is swallowed up in the middle. That's the strength of the South Dakota defense. Caden Crawford, transfer from Iowa. Mo Newsom, a transfer from Nebraska. They team up for the tackle.
Yeah, and the timing was just slightly off as it was a high snap. Seen that from time to time out of both centers. And timing is so crucial in that run game. You want to be able to hit the hole at the appropriate time, and that caused a little timing issue.
Empty set for Ayat. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. 2nd down and 10 from the 41. Ayat gets the snap, looking left now. Flushed briefly, checks it underneath. Josh Gale will make the catch, and Gale able to make something out of nothing. It'll be a gain of 4 and bring up 3rd down and 6.
And what can you say about, I'm going to stop here, Riley, about this O-line. That pocket was perfect. Ayat able to look down, check it down to Gale, get positive yardage, and bring up the 3rd and manageable situation for this offense.
The 8th different receiver to catch a ball already from Ayat. The Grizz are 4 out of 5 on 3rd down here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 6. Ayat gets the snap. Standing in the pocket, delivers across the middle. He's got Wortham inside the red zone, and the Grizz have a first down to close out a dominant first quarter.
Calm, cool, composed. Ayat works the field with his head, moves the safety,
first quarter,
and gets Wortham on a deep crossing pattern, which puts him in the red zone.
The 4th touch in the first quarter for Michael Wortham, and the Grizz in a dominant quarter as they lead South Dakota 10-0, knocking on the door yet again. Before we throw it to a timeout, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Grizzly football. Into the first quarter from Missoula. It's all Grizz. They lead South Dakota 10-0. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
When it comes to trucks, Chevy's reputation speaks for itself. With a lineup led by the legendary Silverado, where 4 durable engines, including the Turbo Max, deliver the capability you rely on every day. Silverado is also as smart as it is strong, providing advanced trailering tech for your most difficult towing jobs. So wherever you're headed, you can get there with confidence. Check out the powerful Silverado at your Montana Chevy dealers today. Proud sponsors of your Montana Grizzlies.
Hey Grizz fans, if you're planning a building project, Builders First Source can help. If you're building a garage, a shed, a pole, a barn, or even an entire home, Builders First Source can assist with the design materials, delivery, and so much more. No project is too big or too small. Builders First Source expertise can transform your vision into a dream come true. Builders First Source is a leading supplier of professional-grade building materials and a proud supporter of Grizzly Athletics. Find one of 10 Montana locations at buildersfirstsource.com and go Grizz!
For over 30 years, Republic Services has been Missoula's hometown hauler for waste, recycling, and construction debris removal. That's because people trust Republic Services' commitment to community, reliability, and sustainability. See what Republic Services can do for your home or business today by visiting republicservices.com. Keeping Missoula clean, safe, and environmentally sustainable for over 30 years. Republic Services, sustainability in action.
Looking for fresh meals and great savings, Albertsons and Safeway have you covered. Whether you're diving into your next made-from-scratch masterpiece or grabbing something hot and ready, Albertsons Safeway is here to make mealtime easy. Getting ready for the start of the second quarter, the Grizz lead the Yotes 10-0. You can't get more dominant than this, Greg. 159-18 for total yards, but you look at the total plays, 26-6, and the Grizz had the ball for 12 out of the 15 minutes in the opening quarter.
Well, both sides of the ball have been dominating, and that's why those stats have piled up. Not the way the Yotes wanted to see the first quarter go, but as you know, I always say this, there's 3 quarters of ball left, a lot of football. But as far as the start, the momentum, definitely in Grizz favor after 1 quarter.
And they're in the Case IH red zone to begin the second quarter. On top 10-0, knocking on the door yet again. Grizzlies top 10 in the country in red zone offense. 44 touchdowns in 56 trips. They're already 2 for 2 here this afternoon. Grizz were 5 out of 6 on third down. Michael Wortham is back on the field right here. For the start of the second quarter, 2 receivers on each side. First down and 10 from the 15. Another high snap. Aya will give it off to Gilman. Bounces off a man. Gets a block on the edge at the 10. And Gilman turns the corner. He's down at the 8. And after a collision at the line of scrimmage, Gilman able to pick up 8 yards.
Well, that's just Gilman making something happen. Inside zone, jumbled up. And he spins out of a tackle. Gets to the sideline, shows his burst of speed. Just a great job by Gilman making something out of nothing.
And Hashim Jones back in there for the Grizz. He's in the far side slot. It's second down and 2. Wortham is in at quarterback. Schaefer joins him in the backfield. Man comes in motion. Wortham gets the snap and cuts up the middle and is met by a couple of Coyotes. That was a big collision from Wortham and a couple of defensive linemen. Minimal gain. It'll set up third down and a long one here from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, just finding ways to get Wortham the ball right there. It was just a keep inside. Had Schaefer in the backfield as well as a lead blocker. And Montana going to go with 2 tight ends. A little heavier look on third and, like you said, about 1.
Tight ends are Olsen and Schaefer. Third down and a long one from the 7. Gilman is to the right of Ayat. Here's the snap. Fake handoff. Throwing for the corner of the end zone. And Davis in and out of his hands, incomplete. It was one-on-one on the outside. R.J. Stewart wins the battle. It'll be 4th down, and the Grizz are leaving their offense on the field.
Yeah, Coach Hauk, I just glanced down there to see what might be going through his mind, and he just held back the field goal unit, said we're going for it.
The Grizz are an amazing 20 for 27 on 4th down here this year. Ayat in the gun. He's got Gilman to his right, 4 wide receivers. 4th down and a long one from the 7-yard line. Davis, the motion man. Ayat receives the snap, looking middle of the field, still dropping back, slinging it across the middle. Bohannon will pick up the 1st down. He is brought down at the 1-yard line, but mission accomplished. Great throw and catch, and the Grizz have a 1st and goal.
And a long crosser from Bohannon, left to right in the formation. Had to take a lot of time, and Ayat looks it off to the left, comes back right, puts it on the dime, moved the chains. 1st and goal on the 1-yard line.
More confusion here for South Dakota on personnel. They get off the field in time. It'll be 1st down and goal from the 1. Gilman behind Ayat. It's an option to the right. They pitch it to Gilman. Slips a tackle, and he's driven backwards. That's a loss of 5. There is a flag down in the secondary.
There's 12 players on the field possibly. Let's see.
Illegal substitution, defense. 12 players in formation, half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
Riley, I don't know all the rules, but I know you can't play with 12 people on the field on your side of the ball.
If there was a camera in our booth, you were counting. you were making sure, but you had it right away.
Great Falls math. They're proud of me right now.
They
partner.
are.
They're
so
proud.
Russell Hustle for the win. 1st down and goal from inside the 1. 12:45 to go in the 1st half. Grizz up 10, looking for more. Gilman is behind Ayat. Gilman gets the call between the tackles to the goal line. Touchdown, Montana.
Yahtzee, baby! Gilman for 6. Montana extends the lead to 16-zip.
And touchdown number 48 for Eli Gilman. 4 away from Chase Reynolds all time. Joe Silver on for the extra point from the snap of Grayson Peibel and the hold of Brooks Davis. It's up, and it is good. That's another Grizzly touchdown brought to you by Town Pump. They're hiring a Town Pump. Visit townpump.com today. Greg, 10 plays, 69 yards, and it took 7 minutes off of the clock.
That Grizzly scoring drive is brought to you by Jewelry Design Center, the official jeweler of the Grizz, where they want to be your jeweler for life.
12:37 left to go in the 2nd quarter. And if you could have scripted a start, this probably was it. You force a turnover. You've had the ball the majority of this half already. South Dakota's had it for less than 3 minutes. And the Grizz already up 3 scores against a team that does not want to be one-dimensional. And that number 1 rushing attack might be neutralized a bit. USD, it'll be interesting to see how they operate here.
Well, and you said it all week too, Riley. They want to operate ahead. They want to control the ball. They want to shorten the game. And right now, being down 3 possessions, 17-zip, it's going to be interesting to see how they react. But again, a lot of football to be played here in Missoula.
Morrison will kick this one off, and it sails for a touchback to the Grizz, rotating their kickoff specialist. That one booms into the back of the end zone. South Dakota takes over at the 25, trailing 17-0. Aiden Bauman has thrown a total of 2 passes. They have 4 rushing attempts for 13 yards. USD, it's been a nightmare so far for a team that it's been perfect when having a halftime lead, and now Walt Grizz can help be the 12th man here.
18 minutes of play, roughly 2 minutes of possession for South Dakota.
Bauman, the lefty, goes under center. He's got 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Phillips the back. First snap from the 25. It's a handoff to the right side. Caleb Aluski flies in. He'll have the tackle for loss. Hayden Schwartz helps him out, and the Grizz force a loss of 3.
And they are playing angry football up front. You just see that line of scrimmage collapsing. The big fellas in the trenches are fired up and playing good football right now.
They are winning their one-on-one battles. It's 2nd down and 12 after the loss of 2. Grizzlies showing 5 at the line of scrimmage. Bauman again goes under center. 12 minutes left to go until halftime. Bauman will hand it off. Same play to Phillips. Bounces off a man and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's the Grizzlies secondary. Keon Loud and TJ Roush teaming up for the stop.
Number 5, Montana.
Gain of 2.
It'll
be 3rd down and 10 with 11:44 to go until halftime.
Well, you see it from up here, partner. The swarm, the pursuit, the hitting. It's violent.
And the Grizz can sense it. 3rd down and 10. USD 0 of 2 on 3rd down so far. They need the 35. Bauman brings a man in motion, and the Wah Grizz effect for the first false start of the game.
They finally had it, Riley. This crowd is in it.
Full start. Number 74, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And so now South Dakota backs up, Greg. It's 3rd down and 15 from the 20. And nearly everybody is standing here for the season finale as sun is shining on a December afternoon in Missoula. 3rd down and 15 from the 20. Bauman has 3 wide receivers. Phillips to his right. Gets the snap. Grizz bring pressure and another false start.
Full start. Number 68, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Think this crowd's got them rattled?
I think this is only going to light the fire inside the mecca of FCS football here this afternoon.
Just stick your head out, Riley. You can't hear a thing.
Whoa! It is deafening here inside Wah Grizz. 3rd down and Frenchtown. 3rd and 20 from the 15-yard line. Bauman backs up in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers. Here's the snap. The rush is on. They check it underneath. And a minimal gain of a couple. And it'll be 4th down.
I don't know how to explain it. Besides, just really good football is being played by Montana. Like that defensive series was just clamping any answer the Yotes are trying to find offensively. They come back with a little screen, and the swarm, the pursuit's there, and it's going to bring up the punting unit in 4th down.
And here comes Tyler Ebel with Drew Deck standing back at the 40. It's a left-footed punt, a wobbler that will bounce at the 40, take a South Dakota hop, go out of bounds. That'll lead us to a timeout. 9:51 left to go until halftime. It's all Montana. They lead South Dakota 17-0. Be back in a moment as Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Energy is always going to be needed, and we work to keep it as reliable as possible. My name is Corey Austin, Electric System Operator for Northwestern Energy. Our lead operators focus on the balancing of the generation and the load, so the power being used is the same as the power that we're sending. Different times of year, there's different generation that's more available than others, but it is a really hard balance. And we're looking to the future to make sure we can be as reliable as possible. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
Pizza Hut is a proud supporter of Grizz Athletics. Visit any Montana Pizza Hut today to get a large pizza, up to 3 toppings for only $10. 9:51 to go until halftime. Grizzlies on the first play. It's a rollout for Ayan. And he'll throw it short, incomplete. He was looking downfield for Davis. It was fast developing, but good coverage on the back end, Greg.
Great coverage. Not many places to go. He wanted Davis on the sail route, but got a little pressure in his face, unable to step into that throw.
Grizz have been efficient on first down, Greg. 72 yards on first down. The Yotes have just 2.
That's an alarming stat if you're a Yote.
Here's Ayat in the shotgun, 2nd down and 10 from the 30. While Grizz quiets down for this high-flying offense to go to work. As Gilman is met at the line of scrimmage, a gain of 1 to set up 3rd down and 9. There hasn't been many running lanes for Gilman, but the Grizz have opened up nearly everything else in their offense.
Yeah, where they've got spacing, and a lot of it getting Gilman and the backs involved has been the swing pass, the check down pass. 3rd down. And Montana's been 5 of 7 on 3rd down conversions this afternoon.
And on the season, they're in the top 20 in the FCS, nearing 50%. Ayat has 2 receivers on each side, 3rd down and 9 from the 31. He'll bring Michael Wortham in motion, Gilman to his left in the backfield. High snap, blitz is on, Ayat gets rid of it, quick, far sideline. Davis laid out for it, but it was a little bit wide of his grasp. And South Dakota will force their first punt of the day. They needed something to go their way with 8:56 to go until halftime.
Yeah, they added a little pressure, got to Ayat. Again, not able to set his feet. He wanted the out route. Would have picked up the first down. Right read. But again, the pressure got to him. Not able to do it. And we haven't seen this much out of the Montana offense all year as far as a 3 down and out.
Morrison will punt. He had 2 punts last week. High snap, corralled nicely, wobbler kick that Martins will call for the fair catch. Just 10 punt returns all year for South Dakota. They'll call for the fair catch. They'll take over the 28 when we come back. Builders First Source is the leading supplier. Professional grade building materials. Find one of their 10 Montana locations at BLDR.com. 8:49 to go until halftime. Grizz on top, 17-0. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
And just like that big hit on the field, moving day can sneak up on you fast. But with Montana Transfer, your trusted North American van lines team, you're always prepared for the next step of your move. Whether you're moving your home, office, need storage, or furniture assembly, we've got the experience, muscle, and game plan to get it done right at Montana Transfer. Trusted by Montanans for over 50 years, visit MontanaTransfer.com and make your next move a touchdown.
Montana Ace is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics. We're your favorite local hardware store with legendary customer service. Employee-owned and operated, our friendly associates are eager to help you with all your home and business needs. Top brands like Benjamin Moore, Weber, Steele, DeWalt, and many more. Visit us in one of our convenient locations in Missoula, Ronan, Polson, or Kalispell. Montana Ace, your helpful hardware place.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Synx, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped little leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need, so you will always leave Synx with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles, or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Synx, powered locally.
Drive begins at the 27 for Bauman. He throws wide and complete. Quick timeouts here with the national window. 8:44 to go until halftime. Montana on top 17-0. South Dakota forced the first Grizzly punt of the afternoon, and Bauman's first throw wide and complete. And he's 2 of 4 passing. And again, we're going to really watch this with a close eye when they become one-dimensional. Phillips has 6 carries. Now 2nd down and 10. They're down 3 scores. From the 27, Bauman claps his hands. He'll give it off to Phillips, who has a hard time getting back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, and this Grizzly D is just tenacious this afternoon at the line of scrimmage. Phillips has 7 carries for 13 yards.
Yeah, they want to go mid-zone to the left. And again, it's really tough to run the ball when the D-line's getting off the blocks, and that's what they're doing. Then the linebackers are coming hard, scraping and making plays. Not much cooking in the run game. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
South Dakota 0 for 3 on 3rd down. 8:08 to go until halftime. They need the 37-yard line. Bauman has 3 receivers, 2 of them to his right. Lefty will get the snap. Grizz twist up front. Bauman lofts it up for his top target. It's incomplete. They were looking for Lorenzo Fenner, but he's got to go against Keon Loud this afternoon. Loud wins the battle. South Dakota goes 3 and out.
Yeah, just a tremendous job by Loud. By far the best one-on-one coverage guy in the game, or one of. And they try to hit their big target down the field. Fenner, he's the big one at 6 foot 185. Again, he stretches the field for South Dakota, but nothing cooking on that 3rd down.
He leads the nation in receiving touchdowns and yards per catch. Punt is away from Ebel, a line drive. Drew Deck will receive it at the 17. Go to the wide side of the field now, the 30. 35-40, flag is down. 45-50 for Deck. Out of bounds into the South Dakota sideline, but this one probably coming back. It'll be the first penalty of the day committed by Montana.
And the crowd can see this. This is a bad call. This is a bad call in open space. Block in the back will be the call. We'll get it from the White House.
Return. Illegal block in the back. Number 30, return team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Coach Hauk.
Yeah, and just a frustrating call as far as they sparked it on the left side. They're going to get, yeah, just a no call. It was a, you know what, at this level, and I'm going to be careful here, at this level at the quarterfinals, you better bring your best because they're giving their best, and that was a poor call on that punt return. Nonetheless, it's going to back them up, start the possession on Montana's own 17.
So it cost the Grizzlies about 30 yards in penalties. His Deck was out to the 50. We go around the FCS. Montana State beats SFA 44-28. Winner of this game will go to Bozeman. Villanova upsets Tarleton State 26-21. So the 12th seed, the 8th seed, and unranked Illinois State, one of those 3 teams is going to Nashville and going to the national title, and Montana State awaits the winner of this one.
Well, we've talked about it. Kind of the cream at the top. Montana, Montana State, North Dakota State, South Dakota State, Tarleton. The interesting is, after that, you and I have talked throughout the season, it gets jumbled. I mean, from maybe spot 6 to 12, 6 to 17 now, it just is jumbled. Anybody can go into any place and win. The other thing is, partner, home field advantage, not sticking like it has in past playoffs.
No, and teams winning multiple road games. That's amazing. Villanova now, Illinois State able to do that. But 14 straight years, a Missouri Valley team has been in the title game. That is in serious jeopardy. First time since 2010 that neither North Dakota State or South Dakota State is going to be in the semifinal round. Grizzlies begin this drive from the 17. It's Gilman with a jump cut through the hole at the 20, and Gilman running inspired, picks up 8 yards, and the Grizz keep their productive pace going on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
And you just can't teach it, Riley, but just patient running, allowing the blocks to set up. Great vision, and then his quicks inside. I mean, we talked about his breakaway speed, but his quicks, lateral movement that can just make you frustrated as a defender.
The Big Sky offensive MVP will motion out as Malai Fonoti gets the handoff. Fonoti bounces off tackle to the right, gets pushed into the Grizzlies sideline, but not before picking up another first down with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Grizzlies set up at the 31.
Montana just trying to pound the rock the last couple of times. Right there was outside zone, trying to get to the edge, and Fonoti able to get there.
Fonoti with more rushing attempts his last 4 games than he did the first 9 games combined. First down and 10 from the 31. Aya will give it off to Gilman, who crashes into a couple of Coyotes, is brought down at the line of scrimmage. Gilman, 10 carries, 24 yards, and that touchdown. South Dakota has kept him bottled up for the most part, but it's about all USD can say so far to be 2nd and 10 from the 31.
Yeah, South Dakota gives up about 150 yards on the ground. They're stingy, and when you think of their conference and who they play and how much they want to run, that's a pretty good stat.
They held Mercer to just 277 total yards in that shutout win last week. Ayat sets up, will throw down the field. He's got Wortham, who makes the catch near midfield. He slipped and fell down, and he might have been so surprised that he had green grass in front of him, Greg. Not sure he would have taken it all the way, but regardless, the Grizz would take it. Wortham with the gain of 17.
And I'll tell you what, the catch is really impressive because I believe that sun, the way it's angling through that sideline and where he caught it, a tough catch by Wortham, but able to move the chains and get to about midfield.
5:41 to go until halftime. Grizz on top, 17-0. Here's Ayat, play action. Fake, he's got Wortham across the middle. Room to run, and Wortham goes all the way. Touchdown, Montana!
Get out the Twinkies and let them fly! The old fire pass to Wortham over the middle, and he does the rest. What a strike, play action, and a lot of green grass for Michael Wortham.
Michael Wortham in the end zone yet again. His 16th touchdown of the season. And with that catch, he goes up and over 1,000 yards on the year. The extra point is good from Joe Silver. And with 5:30 left to go until halftime, it's all Montana. They lead South Dakota 24-0. That's another Grizzly touchdown brought to you by Town Pump. They're hiring at Town Pump. Visit townpump.com today. Greg, 5 plays, 83 yards, and it took 2 minutes off the clock.
That Grizzly scoring drive is brought to you by Jewelry Design Center, the official jeweler of the Grizz, where they want to be your jeweler for life.
Michael Wortham, let's make sure we appreciate the moment for the senior. He wanted to improve his receiving and show that he was a receiver at this level. Well, he has just become the 16th Grizzly to have 1,000 receiving yards in a season, and the first since Samori Toure set the all-time single-season mark back in 2019.
Incredible impact, and I know talking to the coaches in the offseason, they kind of were pinching themselves saying, we got this guy. And we're really happy about getting this guy.
Watch out for what he can do, and they have had all season to develop plays and to utilize him in a variety of fashions.
And the all-purpose yards we'll talk about after this kick racking up.
Shorter kick from Morrison. It will be a touchback. Well, it's a fair catch. Called for at the 2. The fans don't like it. South Dakota begins at the 25.
Yeah, we were just talking about Michael Wortham and the all-purpose. I mean, he does it through the special teams, the run game, and receiving.
Well, he's got 122 all-purpose yards here in the first half alone. He is nearing in. He's only 110 away from Mark Mariani for the all-time mark for yards in a season. That is impressive company.
And Mark's listening from Nashville and says, break it today, big fella. Break it today.
Break it today, and I want to shake your hand in a couple of weeks in Nashville. First down and 10 from the 25. South Dakota up against it, down 24-0. Bauman spins it in his hands, checks it underneath to his tight end. Making the catch is Jesse Miller. Brought a couple of Grizzlies with him. It's a pickup of 7 up to the 32.
Yeah, 3-man game. They had trips to the right, finding a little open area as he runs just kind of a hitch route. And Bauman able to find the big target over the middle.
Just the 3rd completion for Bauman. It's been a disaster for South Dakota here in the first half. 5 minutes to go until halftime. Grizz on top, 24-0. Bauman will hand it off to Phillips. Phillips shoots through the hole, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Grizz get him down at midfield. For Phillips, his first 7 carries went for 13 yards. He didn't have a run of more than 9, but right there he picks up 20 and gets the Yotes to midfield.
Well, and for this coaching staff for the Grizz to say this, says Phillips might be the best zone rusher they've seen in a while as far as his patience, his vision. He is one of the best they've seen running the ball in that zone scheme.
High praise. He averages 22 rushing attempts of the game. And that's their first down. They fake the reverse, and with the football is Keandre Jones-Logan. He did not play all season long. There was word he was coming back today. He scored 5 touchdowns last year, back from an injury. loses 2, it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, trying to catch him off guard with the fly sweep and then the fake reverse. Nothing cooking. Good disciplined defense on the Grizz.
2nd down and 12 from the 47. 3:41 left to go until halftime. All Montana leading 24-0. The first down by South Dakota just a moment ago. Bauman gives it to Phillips, and Caleb Aluski held on for dear life and is able to make the stop. It's a gain of 2, and it'll set up 3rd and 10.
Phillips, 5'9", 225, just a redshirt sophomore. And I'll tell you what, you and I saw him down on pregame. He's a built guy, and you can just tell he's tough to take down. Low center of gravity and powerful legs. Aluski, heck of an effort to bring him down.
He became the starter in game number 3. His first start, he had 300 rushing yards against Northern Colorado. 3rd down and 10. Bauman claps his hands. He'll get the snap. Standing in the pocket. Delivers across the middle, and he's got Martins for the first down. His 17th straight game with the reception. Hoping today is not his final game, but Martins with a big connection there, a gain of 20.
Well, and Bauman just had a lot of time to really survey the scene and go down the field. An easy pitch and catch with that amount of time. Unfortunately, that Grizz front just could not apply the pressure that we've seen so far through this game.
1st and 10 from the 32. Montana leads 24-0, closing in on the 2-minute timeout. 2:18 left to go in the second quarter. Bauman will go under center. Hands it off to Phillips as Phillips is wrapped up. Caleb Aluski makes the stop. It's a gain of 5. That was the first play that South Dakota ran in Montana territory here, and it comes at the 2-minute timeout.
We're going to talk about it after this timeout, but the stats are simply alarming through almost 2 quarters of play.
It's all Montana. We've reached the 2-minute timeout here in the first half, and the 3rd-ranked Grizzlies all over the Coyotes. They lead it 24-0. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Montana Ace is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics. We're your favorite local hardware store with legendary customer service. Employee-owned and operated, our friendly associates are eager to help you with all your home and business needs. Top brands like Benjamin Moore, Weber, Steele, DeWalt, and many more. Visit us in one of our convenient locations in Missoula, Ronan, Polson, or Kalispell. Montana Ace, your helpful hardware place.
This is Riley Corcoran, the voice of the Grizz, with Brent Wahlberg of Windermere Real Estate. Brent, tell us about your team.
Hey there, Riley. As avid Grizz fans and supporters of athletics, you know you've got the Wahlberg team here to help you with all of your real estate needs. We're a family-based team, and I personally have over 25 years of market experience.
You can contact Brent at 406-529-4663.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Synx, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need, so you'll always leave Synx with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles, or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Synx, powered locally.
Head to Montana Party Time, your Western Montana party and event rental headquarters. Call to book today. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Montana leads South Dakota 24-0. Grizz have outgained the Yotes 258-70. This is just the 3rd play that'll be run in Montana territory. 2nd down and 4 from the 26. Phillips behind Bauman, who get the call. Running inside the tackles and close to a first down. He's brought down at the 24. Be 3rd down and short for South Dakota as they are 1 for 5 on 3rd down.
Yeah, just under 2 minutes into Grizz territory. Not really a sense of urgency, and rightfully so. They have 2 timeouts, and of course, they get the ball after half. So they want to score with the least amount of time possible, or attempt to. and get the ball coming out of half.
1:21 on the first half clock. 3rd down and 2 from the 24. Offset pistol look. And there was movement on the left side of the line. It's full start number 3.
Ball start, number 74, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
There was some discussion whether that might have been.
For a 10-second runoff. Clock operator, please take 10 seconds off the game clock. 1:05.
It's amazing to me. The Missouri Valley squads that play in front of these crowds and big atmospheres said they weren't used to the noise. 4 false starts, South Dakota State, 3 more by USD.
Not used to it. Not even close.
3rd down and 7. 1 minute to go in the first half. Bauman barking out signals. He's got 3 wide receivers. Play clock goes under 10. USD bleeding the clock down 24. And it's a handoff to the right side, Phillips. Phillips working at the 25, fighting hard. And he's brought down short. And Bobby Hauk going to use a timeout.
First charge timeout. Montana, their first. 30 seconds. Please put 41 seconds on the game clock.
So 41 seconds left to go in the first half. Grizz lead by 24, 4th down and short. And the Yotes, you got to think they're going for this.
Yeah, I think you're in that position already that you've got to be really aggressive. Coach Hauk, aggressive. Likes his team. As far as the defense goes, that just shows the belief your coach has in you, saying you can make this stop when, you know, you're balancing the time. I like the call by Coach Hauk.
Yeah.
And I think if you're the Coyotes, you're absolutely going for it.
Let's go to Ace.
Guys, just some observations down here on the field. It just seems like South Dakota has been off kilter pretty much on every side of the ball. They had a drop on a kick return, all these false starts. Defense has had 2 12-men on the field penalties. They're just off today. There's no other way to put it.
Rattled by the moment, the atmosphere, and quite frankly, probably the opponent. 4th down and 1 for South Dakota from the 23-yard line. USD 7 out of 16 on 4th down. They give it to Phillips, who has the first down. Forget the first down. Phillips stretches through, and he's in for the touchdown. So on 4th and 1, the nation's leading rusher gets into the end zone for the 19th time, and South Dakota scores with 34 seconds to go.
Well, and we see why he's the leading rusher in the nation. I'll tell you what, he's got a burst. He's a strong runner. I mean, you've got to be really sound in your tackling, as I see 3, 4, 5 missed tackles, arm tackles, and he was out of the gate.
You'd think maybe bowling ball, but he has a lot of speed, too.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
And they're going to look to see if his elbow was down at the 1.
It was close.
It was close, and the official that was on the goal line couldn't have got that good of a look at it. You see the missed tackle at the 10, and that was all Phillips needed.
I think it should.
And I don't know if they will have enough to change this. With 34 seconds left to go, Grizz with 2 timeouts. Of course, you'd like the opportunity to goal line stand, but from the offense's point of view, you at least give them a little more time if this does stand as a touchdown.
Well, you get the touchdown, and let's talk about it. They get the ball coming out of half. I don't see there's enough to overturn this. This should be fairly quick. Sometimes the quick ones take the longest.
Got to be really sure of themselves here for the national audience.
After further review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown.
Getting a crew out of the CAA. It's the same conference Villanova a part of, and Villanova an upset over number 4 Tarleton State earlier today. And Villanova will await the winner of Illinois State and UC Davis. 3 Big Sky teams remain, all of them hosting here today. On for the extra point, Will Leyland. He's made 146 consecutive extra points, has never missed one in his career, and he tacks on another here to make it a 24-7 game. 9 plays, 75 yards, took 5 minutes off the clock. South Dakota needed that. That would be an understatement, but for the Grizzlies, you kind of knew that Phillips was going to get his yards one way or another in this game. He has 69 yards, but for the Grizzlies, their balance on the offense has been so important so far, and they're going to have a chance to take a shot with 34 seconds to go, Greg.
They say, what's your best defense sometimes? It's your offense, and keeping them off the field, scoring points, has allowed the play count to be low for South Dakota. It's high for Montana. And as this game goes on in the second half, we'll see if that has an effect, especially on the South Dakota defense as far as wear and tear.
39 plays for the Montana offense. USD has run only 21 in the first half. Be the lefty Tyler Ebel will boot this one away. It's a squib kick, bounces twice, rolls on the ground. Wortham will grab it at the 10, try and create something out of nothing, and he's tripped up with 30 seconds left to go, and this might alter the strategy a little bit for Montana. From their own 11-yard line, 2 timeouts, but 30 seconds left to go. No harm, no foul, and going in up 17.
Yeah, no, absolutely. First half won. I think they're going to down this and run up the tunnel, but, you know, I've been wrong a time or two. Actually, more than a time or two.
I was going to say, today, this hour, this quarter. No.
Am I talking to my wife?
Ayad in the gun. He's got 3 wide receivers. Drive begins from the 11. The handoff goes to Stevie Rocker Jr. Cuts back to the middle of the field. He is brought down there. And both teams look to be content to go into the halftime locker room. And all Montana here, they outgained South Dakota 260 to 101. They ran nearly double the plays. You can see the South Dakota Coyotes.
That's the end of the first half.
Heading into the locker room now, and they've got some work to do. For the Montana Grizzlies, they are 30 minutes away from setting up the most epic showdown. We haven't talked about it yet, partner, but they're 30 minutes away from moving on to the semifinals.
Yeah, a lot of football, but you've got to be really happy if you're Coach Hauk as far as the performance in all 3 phases and really putting it to the Coyotes in this first half. And it's been a balanced attack on offense and defense. It's just been, besides that last drive, really good job, maybe even a great job of containing this run game.
This historic offense writing new chapters by the game. They put up 24 in the opening half. They lead South Dakota 24-7. Stick around for the halftime show. Greg and I will go through the first half stats. Then we'll throw it down to Ace Sauerwein. We'll anchor our coverage with highlights, scores from around the FCS. Get you set to go for the second half with the Grizz looking to punch their ticket into the semifinals. They lead South Dakota 24-7. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
What's in a name? For some, the meaning runs deeper than the word we see in front of us. There's a history to it. We are Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, and the biggest part of our name will always be the smallest, of, because it's the of that connects us, which means we are of our communities, of a promise passed down for a healthier tomorrow, through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Bring on Grizzlies football with new gear from Shields. From jerseys, hats, and accessories. Represent your team's iconic colors at the big game. Shields is your ultimate shopping destination with knowledgeable experts and great customer service to get you fitted for your passion. Whether you love style, sports, or the great outdoors, find it all at your local Shields or Shields.com. Our experts are here to make every day a win. Shields, proud partner of Grizzly Athletics and football fans everywhere.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
was raised to pay it forward,
to help and serve and do what I can.
Northwestern Energy supports and encourages that.
Being able to give back to our customers is really important.
We have several ways that we can assist them, either through payment arrangements or financial assistance.
We offer services to be able to help them out, whether it's a crisis situation or questions that they might have.
Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
Grizzly Football is brought to you by Shields, proud partner of Grizzly Athletics. Builder's First Source, leading supplier of professional-grade building materials. Synx, powered locally. And by Albertsons and Safeway, the official grocers of Grizzly Athletics. This is Grizzly Halftime.
And what a first half for the Montana Grizzlies. They lead South Dakota 24-7. Grizz this year, when leading at the half, a perfect 9-0. And we thought that was going to be such a big stat in this one, Greg, just because of the way South Dakota wants to play. 8 opening drive touchdowns this year for USD. It was vital for them to get on the scoreboard first, yet they win the toss, defer, let the Grizz score in 6 minutes, and then have their first fumble in 10 games. From there, Montana, the wheels were moving at that point, and they're playing with a different speed here in the first half.
They really are, and as you go down the stat sheet, it is all favored towards Montana. I mean, doubling the output as far as total yards gained. Pass, 169-34, South Dakota. Rush yards, they got it going on that last possession, but 91-67. But the one I'm going to monitor as we go through the second half, number of plays run. Montana already at 40. They doubled up what South Dakota was able to do on offense.
Well, and that's something, too. Last week, we saw it. Montana ran 81 plays. The back half of the regular season, they only averaged 64 plays on offense once Big Sky teams started to figure them out, or at least figure out the strategy. And the best strategy is to make sure they're not on the field, but in no regard, because Montana's defense able to dictate what they want to do. I've been impressed with the Grizzly defense, especially out of the gate.
Playing fast, physical, and really gobbling up this run. When you say South Dakota has 100 yards of total offense for the first half, you are going to say job well done in that locker room to that defense.
Michael Wortham has more yards than South Dakota has. When you look at his all-purpose yards, Michael Wortham at 167 in the first half. He's 72 away from that mark set by Mark Mariani now, and up, like we said, up and over 100 yards receiving in half number one. So pretty impressive from Michael Wortham. He's outgained South Dakota by himself.
He is, and we saw it last week. They found ways to get him in the ball. The pass game, the run game, the return game. This guy is special. They know it. You call him, and I like it, the Swiss Army knife. You just don't know how to corral him. And then when you do, you've got other weapons. Eli Gilman, Bohannon, Davis, the tight end group. So it's just a nightmare for a defense to come in and try to corral this offense.
And right on cue with Wortham opening up the holes, it was Eli Gilman punching it in the end zone as the Grizz stretched the lead. Gilman is behind Ayat. Gilman gets the call between the tackles to the goal line. Touchdown, Montana.
Yahtzee, baby!
One Yahtzee there in the first half. Yeah. We had to get moving on. But Eli Gilman, his longest run is just 9 yards, Greg. But again, Montana has just been able to weather the storm a little bit when it comes to the passing game, setting up the run. 8 different receivers for Ayat's 13 completions.
Yeah, tough running yards. And again, we knew this defense for South Dakota is stout. I mean, they are stout. They're not going to give a lot up, but we'll see how this plays maybe in the Grizz favor as far as maybe wearing down this Grizz front. I don't know if this front for South Dakota can handle 80-plus plays.
And we're going to find out. South Dakota gets the ball to start the second half, but they trail it 24-7. Ironically, this was the final score the last time these two teams played here in Missoula back in 2022. That'll do it for our portion of the halftime show. We'll turn it over to Ace Sourwine. He'll go through the highlights, check the scores from around the country. We'll get you set to go for a big second half. Grizz trying to punch their ticket into the FCS semifinals. Up 24-7 at the break. Ace is next. It's the Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
It is a sporting season, and whether you're hitting the field or hitting the dirt, Torsion's equipment is ready to power your play. From Case IH tractors to heavy-duty Case CE construction gear, We deliver the equipment you need to win every day. Visit Torgerson'sEquipment.com or stop by your local branch and gear up for the season ahead. It's Torgerson's Equipment, steady as you grow.
At Community Medical Center in Missoula, we know that accidents and illnesses don't wait for a convenient time. That's why our emergency room is open 24/7 with highly trained doctors, nurses, and staff ready when you need them most. From sudden injuries to serious symptoms, we're here to provide expert emergency care fast. Day or night, weekday or weekend, we're always just around the corner. Check ER wait times anytime at communitymed.org. Community Medical Center, helping you live your healthiest life.
The Grizz Home Team is a group of Montana-owned and operated businesses that help to build the communities that we are proud to call home. Sweet Pea Sewer and Septic, True Green Lawn Care, Montana Glass, Williams Plumbing and Construction, and Garden City Paint and Glass are the proud members of the Grizz Home Team. Grizz Athletics encourages you to choose these longtime supporters of the community we know and love. For local service you can trust, visit gogrizz.com/home team.
Hey Grizz fans, it's Free Beer from the Free Beer and Hopping Show, and we love waking you up here in Grizz country, which sounds terrifying when you say that out loud. Better snuggle up with that bear spray.
I'm going to pepper spray you in the face.
And Grizz Nation can get real rowdy, kind of like all of us here on the Free Beer and Hopping Show. So join us Monday through Friday mornings, 5 till 10, on Missoula's Rock Station, 96.3 The Blaze. And go Grizz!
The Free Beer and Hot Wings Morning Show, The Blaze.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Montana. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
A picture-perfect setting in beautiful Missoula, Montana, Washington Grizzlies Stadium, completely covered in the sunshine. What a day for football. Montana 24, South Dakota 7. We're at the break. Ace Sauerwein with you. Let's go over those first half highlights. And it was really the Michael Wortham show. Had a great first half. You heard the record. He set the 1,000 yards. And Michael Wortham, he really set the tone from the word go.
45, still on his feet to 50, into Coyote territory, and Michael Wortham right off the bat gains 30 yards.
Right off the bat, Michael Wortham got the offense rolling, and in the second quarter, he kept it going with a 50-yard catch.
Here's Ayat, play action, fake, he's got Wortham across the middle, room to run, and Wortham goes all the way, touchdown Montana!
Wortham adds 6, but we can't forget about the defense. They have been playing great. They kept South Dakota to 7, and they forced that fumble early on.
Can they get USD off the field? 3rd down and 2 from the 33. Bauman, the lefty, will go under center. Grizzlies, 5 down linemen. It'll be a handoff to the left side. Phillips is fighting for extra yards. The ball squirted out. Montana jumped on it. Let's wait for the call. It's Grizzly football.
Montana turned it into 3, and the Grizzlies now have a 24-7 halftime lead. When we come back, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, get you an update on the FCS playoffs. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Who says you can't have variety and a good value? With Pizza Hut's lunch buffet, now you can have both. Fill up on a variety of pizzas, pasta, salad, and dessert. Available at your Missoula Brooks Pizza Hut location. No one out-pizzas the Hut. See store for details.
Hi, I'm Bill Coffey, CEO of Stockman Bank. As a family-owned and operated community bank, we are focused only on serving the people, businesses, and communities of Montana. And now we are proud to be named one of the world's best banks by Forbes. We thank our customers for the trust you have put in us to meet your financial needs. If you don't know us, stop by and discover the difference at Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, member FDIC.
The Grizz Home Team is a group of Montana-owned and operated businesses that help to build the communities that we are proud to call home. Sweet Pea Sewer and Septic, True Green Lawn Care, Montana Glass, Williams Plumbing and Construction, and Garden City Paint and Glass are the proud members of the Grizz Home Team. Grizz Athletics encourages you to choose these longtime supporters of the community we know and love. For local service you can trust, visit gogrizz.com/home team.
Montana holds some of the greatest hunting in the country, and much of that occurs on private land. Access to private land is a key part of hunting and wildlife management, but that access is at risk with every gate left open, piece of litter left behind, or torn up ag field from someone driving where they weren't allowed. As hunters and guests in Montana, we must do better. Get familiar with Montana's block management program and follow the rules for every block management area you hunt, because we either do better or we'll lose access. It's that simple. It's up to us. Respect access, protect the hunt.
Planning your next party or event? Call the party professionals at Montana Party Time, because your guests deserve the best. From elegant tents, tables and chairs, fine china, and more. Make your wedding or event memorable. Call or visit us at missoulaeventrental.com. Montana Party Time, because your guests deserve the best.
Halftime in Missoula, Montana 24, South Dakota 7. The Grizzlies trying to run through the entire state of South Dakota to advance to the semifinals. And we know that the winner of this game will travel to Bozeman, as the Montana State Bobcats won last night 44-28 over the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks. The Cats are moving on to their second straight semifinal matchup. And again, they will play host to the winner of this one. On the other side of the bracket, it is a complete mess over there. North Dakota State, the 1 seed, went down last week. Now, Tarleton State, they fall victim. The 4 seed drops earlier today. Villanova wins 26-21. The left side of the bracket completely flipped on its head. So Villanova will get the winner of Illinois State and UC Davis. If Davis wins, they'll play host next Saturday. We could have 3 Big Sky Conference teams in the semifinal round. If Illinois State wins, the Redbirds will hit the road to travel to Villanova. So we have 3, or we are zeroing in on 3 spots secured in the FCS semifinals. Just a little over 6 minutes until we kick things off in the second half. If you are out in the tailgate area, start making your way back in. We'll have second half action coming up for you in just a little bit. When we return, we'll check in with the head football coach, Bobby Hauk, down here on the field. 24-7, Montana has the lead over the South Dakota Coyotes at the break. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Hello, this is Bill Coffey, CEO of Stockman Bank. When you bank with Stockman, your money stays in Montana to work for you and your community. You will be working with your fellow Montanans who understand our unique way of life. From our executive leadership to our frontline employees, our team is almost 900 strong. We know firsthand what it's like to live and work in our great state, because it's our home too. We are Montanans serving Montanans. Stockman Bank, member FDIC.
For over 30 years, Republic Services has been Missoula's hometown hauler for waste, recycling, and construction debris removal. That's because people trust Republic Services' commitment to community, reliability, and sustainability. See what Republic Services can do for your home or business today by visiting republicservices.com. Keeping Missoula clean, safe, and environmentally sustainable for over 30 years. Republic Services, sustainability in action.
I was raised by mountain roads and the smell of rain on dirt. Adventure didn't come with instructions. It came with sore legs, muddy jeans, and a camera roll full of places I never meant to find. Every corner of this state has something to say if you're willing to listen. And I've still got a lot of listening to do. Explore your state at visitmt.com.
No matter what you can imagine, no matter what you can possibly dream, no matter what your heart desires, Jewelry Design Center can make it for you.
We have fixed everything from eyeglasses to Super Bowl MVP trophies to all types of jewelry. When people are able to come in and watch things be worked on, watch their pieces, and be able to talk to the actual people that are going to be doing it, it gives such a confidence and an appreciation for what that is. They can do anything.
Jewelry Design Center, your jeweler for life.
Grizzly Football is brought to you by your local Montana Chevy dealers. Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild. First Interstate Bank, built for you. And by Shields, proud partner of Grizzly Athletics. The second half kickoff is coming up next. Here's the voice of the Grizzlies, Riley Corcoran.
Grizz up 24-7 at the break. Time for us to chat with Coach Hauk, brought to you by Providence. For that, we throw it down to Ace.
Coach, a lot to like in that first half. What did you like most about your team's performance?
Well, about everything. They had 100 yards offense and 3 first downs or something. So the defense played tremendous. We should have had that last play stop. We had people there and missed them. Everything was working pretty well on offense. I mean, it's 24-7. Feel pretty good about our performance in the first 30 minutes.
What was the message to the guys at the break?
Well, another 30 minutes to go. Let's go play ball, guys.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks, man.
All right, thanks, Coach Hauk. Ace, your first half observations and what it's going to take for the Grizz to punch their ticket. We're not looking ahead yet in the Grizzly Radio Network booth, but we're getting pretty close.
No, of course not. I do want to raise my hand and say that touchdown was probably on me when I said, it just feels like South Dakota's a little disjointed, and then the very next play, they put 7 on the board. But 24-7, it actually feels like it could be even a wider margin than that, just because of what the Grizzly defense has done. They have absolutely suffocated this South Dakota offense at the top of the broadcast. They said, hey, we're going to see a lot of points. Well, we have seen a lot from the Montana Grizzlies, not so much from South Dakota. Love the defensive performance so far. Would love to see another 30 out of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And if so, that means Montana would punch their ticket to the semifinals. Our thanks to Ace for his halftime coverage as we get ready to start this third quarter. And for South Dakota, you can't count them out because they've been counted out, Greg, all season long. Preseason number 4 team in the country. Lose their running back, start 0-2. Backs against the wall. They win 2 more games, get blown out by North Dakota State. They're 2-3. Backs continue to be against the wall, and all they've done is win. They've won 8 of their last 9 games, and in fact, in their regular season finale against Southern Illinois, they won that game 53-51 in 5 overtimes. They were down 17 points in the second half in that game and came back. So these Coyotes, maybe a rough start for them, but you'd have to think some urgency. This first drive of the third quarter is so massive for both teams.
It really is. It will set the pace, right? Set the tone, I should say, for this second half. And so, yeah, it's going to be crucial. And here's the thing. South Dakota goes in the locker room, hey, we got to drive. We can do this. And so a little momentum their way, and they called it perfectly as far as the coin toss, right? You get that late score, and then you come out as the stands are starting to fill up. And again, we're going to say, shut down the tailgates. If this thing goes the Grizz way, you can fire them right back up.
Fire them back up, and then, hey, there's going to be plenty of time to enjoy your own tailgates and everything else in the offseason. This is the final time inside Washington Grizzly Stadium here this year, just the second time in program history with 10 home games. 2004, the other. The Grizzlies won 10 in a row here at home in the playoffs. This quarterfinal record worth repeating. They're 12-0 at home, winning by an average of 24 points per game. Won 9 of those games by double digits. Of course, the last one against Furman, 2023, that one went to overtime. Junior Bergen was certainly a hero in that game. This one is all Grizzlies from the output. They scored in the first 6 minutes, a 6-minute drive to start the game. They've held the lead throughout. They lead 24-7. They've outgained South Dakota 260-101 in the first half. And as you guys mentioned, 75 of those yards came on the last drive. Montana with the maroon tops, gray pants, silver helmet. They'll kick it off right to left to South Dakota. 11th different jersey combo, red helmets and white pants and tops. They've been rotating the kickoff specialist. This time it's Ty Morrison. He'll sail it for a touchback. And South Dakota begins the 25. Where you at, Greg, as far as maybe the balance, run to pass for USD? You still stick with the run here, at least his opening possession, to try and establish yourself?
Absolutely. You got to go to your best right now, and your best is L.J. Phillips Jr., your running back, and I think you got to stay with it. Again, 30 minutes of ball, plenty of time if you're the Coyotes. So you're just going to your best stuff, trying to create points on this first drive.
They ran 21 plays. 13 of them went to Phillips in the first half. Third quarter begins from the 25. It's a handoff to Phillips, running off tackle to the left, and Keon Loud meets him in the open field. How many corners would be able to make that open field tackle one-on-one with the best running back in the country?
Incredible open field tackle. Great leverage, perfect form, and he takes the big fella, Phillips, down. I'll tell you what, though, you see this, Otluski, others, Peck in the backfield, they just got to be a little more present And they did that early in that first quarter as far as wrapping Phillips up, but it's a tall task.
Only a 3-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 7. Martins is the motion man for Aiden Bauman, 46th consecutive start. Short throw to the tight end across the middle. Good tackle from TJ Roush. They found Zach Whitty. And it will be 3rd down and 1. 1 minute into this third quarter.
3rd down, no sacks on either side. Both quarterbacks able to get it out quick. Of course, that's only Bauman's 8th attempt in the game. Finds the big tight end. White over the middle. Whitty, over the middle.
No catches for their top receiver in Lorenzo Fenner. 3rd down and 1 from the 34. Man comes in motion. Bauman hands it off to the right, and Phillips will dive forward, pick up the 1st down. He needed 1. He picked up 2. South Dakota keeps the drive alive. 13:32 left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, and you brought up a good one there, partner, is when do you start trying to attack downfield, take some shots to Fenner? He leads the country in touchdown receptions, 15 on the year. He's a big target, can stretch the field. Again, you're in that situation where you want to go to your good stuff. He's one of the things that make you good is Fenner.
We'll see if they look for him here. It's 1st down and 10 from the 36. Bauman under center, play action. Here's Bauman scrambling out to the left, directing traffic, lofts it up, and on cue, they look for Fenner, but it's broken up. TJ Roush able to disrupt it at the end of the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Boy, we called it, right? Taking the shot down the field. TJ Roush on coverage. They had zone on the back. Little play action. Bauman, a big guy, big physical guy, good arm strength, but not necessarily the most athletic quarterback the Grizz has seen this year, but able to get out of trouble to make a throw down the field.
2nd down and 10 from the 36 as fans start to file back in. The noise revving up even further. Man in motion, that's Tyson Bowes. A handoff this time to Carson Fletcher. He's a true freshman running back. He will just get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll see if the game for one play to his helmet coming off.
And as you heard from Alex Perello, that's Solomon Tulio-Pupu. His helmet popped off. It'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 36-yard line.
2 of 7 on 3rd down. South Dakota. I mean, Montana's won this battle. And again, a situation no offense wants to be in, but 3rd and 10, not where the Coyotes want to be.
South Dakota with 4 first downs here in this game. They need the 46. 3rd down and 10. Bauman with 4 wide receivers, 3 of them to his left. Grizz bring pressure up the middle with Wing. Bauman happy feet, throws wide, incomplete. He was looking for Fenner, who was one-on-one with Keon Loud. Another breakup. It'll be 4th down and 10, 3 minutes into this third quarter.
Easy for me to say, but if I'm a quarterback against Loud, go the opposite way. He wins so many battles, one-on-one situations. And right now, Fenner has not had his way because of the job Loud has done.
Brings up 4th down and 10. Ebel will punt it away. Standing back at his own 20, the lefty, a spiraling kick that'll send Drew Deck back to the 10. Kalispell product receives it there, gets a block, cuts right up the middle, 25-30. Deck on the loose, the 40. Cuts back middle of the field, 45-50. Deck still on his feet, the 40. Into Coyote territory, 25-20, 15-10. Slips to tackle. He is in. Touchdown, Montana.
Yahtzee, baby! Drew Deck to the house. Wowzer! Woo! Oh my goodness! Had to make a guy or two miss right off the bat, take it vertically, got upfield, and then some good downfield blocking. And special teams put 6 on the board.
The first special teams touchdown of the season. And it comes in the quarterfinals. Joe Silver adds the extra point. And with 11:58 to go in the third, the Grizz lead 31-7. A 93-yard punt return touchdown for Drew Deck. Put it in the record books. And the Grizz lead by 24.
We talked about fast starts, Riley. Fast starts. Guess what? Out of the gate in the second half, Montana seizes the opportunity and puts it to South Dakota.
That's another Grizzly touchdown brought to you by Town Palm. They're hiring a Town Palm. Visit townpalm.com today. 11:58 to go in the third. Grizz up 31-7. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Life's busy, but Albertsons and Safeway can make getting the essentials effortless. With Drive Up and Go, just order online, swing by, and we'll load your groceries right into your car. Quick, fresh, and stress-free. Want to save even more time? Try delivery. From fresh produce to prepared meals, we'll bring everything you need right to your doorstep. Freshness guaranteed. Score $30 off your first online order when you spend $75 or more. Just use promo code SAVE30 during checkout.
If you can reduce your energy usage, you'll reduce your overall energy bill. My name is Whitney Jurenick. I'm an engineer with the Northwestern Energy Efficiency Department. We offer a resource called My Energy Account. It can allow customers to do a comparison of their usage from month to month or year to year. So we can assist them in making choices to reduce their energy usage. Even if it's small gains, it can end up resulting in really big impact. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
Drew Deck, a 93-yard punt return touchdown. As the Grizz will kick it off, first return of the day for USD, and Cade Boyd with a nice stop. South Dakota will begin inside their own 20. We'll pause now, 10 seconds for station ID. This is Grizzly football. South Dakota comes on the field without the nation's leading rusher, L.J. Phillips Jr., going to the locker room visibly upset. And you have to wonder if we will see him again today. 31-7 the score. South Dakota and Bauman goes under center from the 18. It's a handoff as they will go to the Texas transfer. That's Reed Watkins. He will gain one. Up to the 19, Montana leading by 24 with just under 12 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
72 yards on the ground for South Dakota, a team that averages just under 200 yards a game. Montana, this defense, front seven, front six, whatever you want to say it with the 3-3-5, has done an outstanding job and continues to do so early in this third quarter.
Elijah Tolbert on the field here, and the fourth full start for the USD offense.
There is a party out in the tailgates, but the real party's right here in Wanderers.
The 74, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Just 6 penalties on South Dakota today, but 4 of them have been the full start variety.
And again, you can prepare all you want with loud noise, but when you got to communicate, and as an offensive lineman, get off the ball, you're eager to do so. This crowd can just disrupt an offense.
Second down and 14. 11:05 to go in the third quarter. Grizz up 31-7. 4 down linemen. It's a handoff. They go to Watkins in between the tackles, and he runs into T.J. Roush and Solomon Tulio-Pupu. Gain of a couple. It'll be third down and 10. Time can't move fast enough for the South Dakota Coyotes.
Well, and T.J. Roush came up, filled the hole, delivered the hit. The product of Missoula Sentinel. Tell you what, he's had a heck of a ball game, but better yet, a great season as he developed over the years into one heck of a safety.
He leads the team in tackles on the season now. Does the senior from Missoula. Third down and 10 from the 18. Bauman ready for it. 4-man rush. He steps up in the pocket, throws on the run to his tight end, who makes a man miss, and he is pushed backwards after a generous spot.
Goodness.
Thought he was going to be 1 yard shy, but this crew immediately moves the sticks as South Dakota's up to the 28.
Talk about an early Christmas gift. My gosh, they gave him an extra yard. Nonetheless, good job by Bauman just stepping up, able to use his feet to extend the play and check down his tight end for a first down.
9:45 left to go in the third. South Dakota just their 5th first down of the game, marching left to right here in quarter number 3. 31-7 the score. Grizz, the good push on the line of scrimmage, and Elijah Tolbert and Kellen Dietrich team up for a tackle for loss. It's a gain of 1, or a loss of 1 for South Dakota.
Well, it's great to see Tolbert back out there after missing a few games with some injury. Just building that depth back up for this playoff run for the Grizz, but just flat out what they're doing, Riley, they're playing the ball game on the South Dakota side of the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how much depth and penetration they are getting in this run game. Nowhere for these running backs to go.
2nd down and 11 from the 27. 9 minutes left in the third. Grizz up 24. Bauman, play fake, throws over the middle, and the first catch of the game for Lorenzo Fenner. He averages 22 yards per catch. That's a gain of 19, and it moves the chains for the Coyotes.
Yeah, just threaded that thing down the middle of the field. He's running a post. Bauman able to step up, kind of finding that spot in the zone, and they're going TJ Roush with another tackle, but approaching midfield here.
To the 45. With 8.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Bauman brings Fenner in motion. There was movement on the line of scrimmage. Did South Dakota flinch yet again?
Full start. Number 83, offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
9 false starts in the 2 home playoff games. The Grizz effect in full force.
It's incredible. Well, that's why you've lost your voice.
Oh,
You've got to yell over this crowd.
Yeah, I mean, it's their fault, right? My goodness. That and all of the touchdowns this year. My defense is no one's called this many touchdowns before in Grizzly history. First down and 15 from the 40. 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Bauman gives it off. It's the scat back. Inside they go. And Jones Logan, the 5'7" junior we mentioned earlier, his first game of the year. And the speedster will lose 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, just trying to get their runners out in space. But the thing about this drive, Riley, it's taking a ton of time to go roughly 15, 20 yards down the field.
They've gained 22 yards and taken 4 minutes off the clock to do it. 2nd down and 11. Bauman, play fake. The blitz is on, and Peyton Wing got to Bauman. He lofted it to nobody. And now the officials are getting together to see, was this intentional grounding? There was no one in the area.
The only thing is he's outside the tackle.
There is no foul for intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside the tackle box. The ball made it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down.
It was close on the tackle box. He certainly got it past the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Good job by the officials coming together, conferring, and realizing he got out of the tackle box. And that was the key, because you were right. There was no one around that pass.
3rd down and 11 for South Dakota. 3 receivers set. Bauman gets the snap. Blitz on, throw over the middle, and a good catch from Bose. The redshirt junior did not have a catch last week. 3rd on the team in receiving yards, and on 3rd and 11, he'll gain 14.
Montana man-to-man, Prince Ford Jr. on the coverage as they just work across the field. Had plenty of time. Good job picking up the blitz. And South Dakota now in Montana territory with just under 7 minutes in the third quarter. Montana 31, South Dakota 7.
1st and 10 from the 44. Here's Bauman with 3 receivers, 2 of them to the right. And a handoff to Reed Watkins, who works it inside and gets close to another first down. He'll gain 9 up to the 35-yard line.
And again, the thing I just keep thinking about, Riley, as they're moving the ball methodically, is the time they're taking. And again, we talked about not getting out of your routine, but down 24, 6 minutes and counting on this drive. Time is not in their favor.
3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions. What South Dakota's down by this point. Watkins again with an inside run. Runs into a couple of Grizzlies who've been rotating in at pretty much every position. And on a short yardage play, they will move the chain. So South Dakota keeps the drive alive. This will be the 10th play of the drive, but as we've mentioned a couple of times, that clock evaporating in front of the Yotes. 5:35 left to go in the third quarter.
Gino Leonard just checked in, talking about the rotation for Tolbert. Again, great to see Tolbert back. Gino Leonard getting some playing time.
Aiden Bauman will bring a man in motion, one of 3 wide receivers. Hand off to Watkins, who tripped up initially, slips through a tackle, and gets across the 30. Watkins will gain about 4 to the 28. We've got 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, over 6 minutes and counting. I mean, this is the thing, completions and running. And we've got a stoppage on the field as a Grizz slow to get up.
It's Micah Harper down in the secondary.
Officials timeout for an injured player.
And we'll step aside as well. Coles has the gifts on their wish list and yours, all in one place, from beauty favorites and cozy outfits to hosting must-haves and top toys. Find great prices on presents for everyone at colesandcoles.com. 5:05 to go in the third. Grizzly 31-7. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
In football, you feel it before it happens. The sound of the snap, the rush of the pass, the breakdown field, and the Grizz crowd goes wild. Every winning play starts with a plan. And when it comes to your child's dreams, starting early makes all the difference. For just $25, save for their future with Achieve Montana, the college and career savings plan for every little Grizz fan. Because today's touchdowns are just the start. Begin saving at achievemontana.com. To learn more about investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the program description carefully before investing.
We're Beck and Beck with Windermere Real Estate, and we're really proud to sponsor the Grizzlies. I'm Becky Peterson.
And I'm Diane Beck. We have over 40 years of experience in the real estate industry.
It's the people that drive us and the relationships that we create that have made real estate our passion.
We were both born and raised in Montana and understand the changing market conditions.
It's that knowledge that we will bring to your next real estate transaction. When you think of home, think of Beck and Beck, and contact Becky Peterson or Diane Beck at Windermere Real Estate.
Everything Montana Grizzlies can be heard on the Daily Drive with a sour wine on 92.7 FM KGRZ. Monday through Fridays beginning at 5 p.m. I'll have some of the biggest names in Montana athletics on, including head coach of the Grizzlies football team, Bobby Hauk, athletic director Ken Haslam, and the voice of the Grizz, Riley Corcoran. 5 to 6 Monday through Fridays on KGrizz 92.7 FM, KGRZ, missoula.com, and the KGRZ mobile app.
Second down and 6. Aiden Bauman with the play fake. He'll loft it over the top. It's incomplete. They came quickly out of the timeout. Micah Harper was helped off with some assistance. And now it brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Yotes. They're 4 for 10 on 3rd down here today.
Yeah, and the Yotes just trying to push the ball down the field on a deep crossing route. TJ Roush just textbook cover on the tight end. 3rd down has not been friendly to the Coyotes, but you got to tip your hand at the defense that this Grizz have played on 3rd down.
They need the 22 on 3rd down and 6. They flip it on the end around. With the carry is Bryant, and Bryant staying on his feet close to the line to gain. And that extra effort will give South Dakota the 1st down. Nifty play call, the Arkansas State transfer. He stuck with it and moved the chains.
Yeah, you get enough pursuit on like inside zone, and they just faked this inside zone and flipped it to the speedster on the edge, able to move the chains and almost into Grizz territory, or excuse me, red zone territory.
At the 21 with 4 minutes to go in the third, Grizz up 31-7. Aiden Bauman trying to lead a second half comeback and keep his collegiate career going. Receiver on each side, play fake, Bauman pressure in his face, and he throws it away. Prince Ford came in on the corner blitz, and for the second time in a 5-play span, they're looking to see if this is intentional grounding.
This is going to be interesting. In line, he had a tight end. Wow.
They dropped the flag.
Potential grounding. Number 2, offense. Lost it down to spot of the foul. Second down.
And you see within line, you've got a tight end that released in the flat route. That one went Montana's way. Interesting.
The Grizz will take it. Loss of down and a loss of 9. So it's 2nd and 19 from the 30 with 3:56 to go in the third. All Grizz up 31-7. The offense has not run a play here in the second half.
Some crazy stats that have come out of this game, Riley.
Everybody in tight for Bauman. He's got Watkins behind him, and he hands it off to the tailback. And the redshirt freshman, the transfer from Texas, will maybe gain a couple. It'll set up 3rd down and 18 from the 29.
And here we go. I get it. I get it. You got to stay on your own schedule of play calling. 2nd down and 20. You're down 24 points. Throw the ball. And the other thing is another 45 seconds gets clicked off the clock. My, oh my.
This drive has taken nearly 9 minutes off of the clock. 3rd down and 18. Bauman under center, a receiver on each side, and a handoff. They go to Fletcher, and Fletcher will work it to the 20 and gain about 9 and set up 4th down and 9 as they will trot on Martins, their wide receiver, and bring the offense on the field still, Greg, or keep the offense on the field, but 4th down and 10, and this is bizarre just across the board. South Dakota strategy, this drive now over the 9-minute mark.
Yeah, don't get it. Don't get it. I don't know if they were going to concede a field goal there. Interesting play calling by the Coyotes.
We'll savor the Wah Grizz roar here on 4th down and 10 from the 21. Bauman gets the snap, rushes on. Bauman will throw for the end zone, and Fenner in and out of his hands, incomplete. Fenner not getting it this time, and the Grizzlies able to break it up in the end zone, and they'll take over on downs after a 9.5-minute drive, and they come up empty. Timeout on the field, 2:22 left to go in the third. Grizzly 31-7. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Whether you're digging a foundation, adding landscaping, or building a fence, Northwestern Energy reminds you to call 811 2 business days before any and every project. Calling 811 is free, easy, and the law. Before you dig, know what's below.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Montana Ace is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics. We're your favorite local hardware store with legendary customer service. Employee-owned and operated, our friendly associates are eager to help you with all your home and business needs. Top brands like Benjamin Moore, Weber, Steele, DeWalt, and many more. Visit us in one of our convenient locations in Missoula, Ronan, Polson, or Kalispell. Montana Ace, your helpful hardware place.
Who says you can't have variety and a good value? With Pizza Hut's lunch buffet, now you can have both. Fill up on a variety of pizzas, pasta, salad, and dessert. Available at your Missoula Brooks Pizza Hut location. No one out-pizzas the Hut. See store for details.
Grizzly football is brought to you by Town Pump. They're hiring a Town Pump. Visit townpump.com today. Welcome back inside Washington Grizzly Stadium. Riley Corker, Greg Sundberg with you from the Kelly Curray broadcast booth. And right away, the first play for the Grizzly offense here in the second half is a throw to Michael Wortham. He'll gain 7. Took him 13 minutes to get on the field. Pretty amazing, Greg.
Incredible. First play of the ran by this offense in the third quarter.
They're probably chomping at the bit Here's Ayat, play fake to Gilman. They throw it out to the edge. It's Wortham again. He'll speed up the sideline, and he'll pick up a Grizzly first down, brought to you by First Interstate Bank. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
And he's just kind of chopping away at that all-purpose record held by Mark Mariani. At halftime, it was 72 yards. He was away from Mark Mariani. And again, what's incredible about Mariani's career is he set a record in 08, and then he broke it the next year.
Top 2 in program history, Mariani in 08-09. Johansi Humphrey was 3rd as Michael Wortham went past his total here today. Handoff to Eli Gilman with fresh legs. Gilman will spin his way to the 45. And I'm not ready to call the game yet, Greg, but at the same time, you can just feel that these fans are appreciating seeing this team for the final time. They're cheering every 5-7 yard gain. Again, the ride they've taken us on this year, they're clearly playing their best right now, and that's exciting to see here in the quarterfinals.
It really is, and that's Coach Hauk recipe, and he's able to execute that as playing your best ball when it's needed in November and December.
2nd down and short. Gilman gets the call. Will pick up the first down, get up to the 49. And the Grizz do not need to run another play here in the 3rd quarter. As the game clock reads 30, the play clock reads 32. And we'll see the strategy here.
And I think they're just going to let this thing run down. Why would you not?
For good reason at this point. So the Grizzly offense runs a total of 3 plays in the 3rd quarter, yet they outscore South Dakota 7-0 thanks to the electrifying punt return from Drew Deck. 3 quarters in the books from Missoula. The Grizz,
that's the end of the 3rd quarter,
are 15 minutes away from locking in a date with Montana State in the semifinals. We'll come back for the 4th quarter next. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Big things are happening at the University of Montana. We pioneered higher education in this state in 1893, and our unbridled curiosity and creativity are unmatched on either side of the Rockies. Here, an education is more than a degree. It's lived learning. From top-ranked research activities to hands-on conservation, Grizzlies are making a more vibrant future right here in Montana. Because what's made in Montana is remaking the world. Learn more at meet.umontana.edu.
Welcome back for the start of the 4th quarter from inside the Mecca of FCS football for the final time this year. A little bit crazy and surreal to always say that. We have enjoyed 10 home games here in Missoula. Grizz with great moments along the way, and 15 minutes to go that separates the Grizz. We've done our part. We haven't looked too far ahead. But it's looming now in a semifinal showdown with Montana State. For sheer lack of Greg, the other side of the bracket's been turned upside down. 1, 4, and 5 all go down. So now you're looking at it to where that semifinal showdown, you would have to think the 2 best remaining teams if Montana is able to finish this one out in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, some would say, just looking at the field and Montana able to hold on to this, that maybe a early championship in the semifinal round. Maybe.
That's what it feels like.
And that's not taken away from anything else in the field, but I mean, hats off to Villanova.
What a run.
I mean, what a run. And again, it's kind of like sometimes you just capture that momentum and who's the hot team. especially with, it just seems like there's the teams that are dominant, and then there's a lot of good teams in the rest of the field.
Grizzlies will begin the fourth quarter near midfield. Wortham will motion out to the near side slot. Kayla Iayat in the gun, 4 wide receivers. Receives the snap, has time to throw, lofts it over the top. Wortham makes the catch. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Montana.
What a strike. Iayat to Wortham. Right down the middle of the field. I want to say it was a slant and go from Wortham. Good job by the pass pro. And I'm sitting here talking a little slower because I'm just in a little bit of amazement on how high-powered, how explosive, how fun this Montana offense is to watch. Riley, they are flat humming right now.
Time on the field.
They are humming, and with that catch, Michael Wortham draws closer to Mark Mariani, and the Grizzlies have just set a new record for yards in a season. 38-7, the final score. Wortham, a 51-yard strike. That's another Grizzly touchdown brought to you by Town Pump. They're hiring a Town Pump. Visit townpump.com today. Greg, 5 plays, 79 yards. It's 2.5 minutes.
That Grizzly scoring drive is brought to you by Jewelry Design Center, the official jeweler of the Grizz, where they want to be your jeweler for life. Partner, we still got a fourth quarter to go. I hope your voice can hang on. Let's take a little break.
Let's take a timeout with 14:53 to go. Grizz up 38-7. Says Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Fischer's Technology is Montana's go-to for office tech. From managed IT and phones to printers and copiers. But what sets us apart? Our local Montana team. With 6 locations statewide, we're your neighbors and your partners. We make office technology simple, reliable, and actually fun. So whether you're in the end zone or the office, Fischer's has your back. Tech yeah. Learn more at fischerstech.com.
Introducing Papa's Picks, our picks for big flavor every day of the week. Papa's Picks are loaded with quality toppings starting at $9.99. That's right, starting at $9.99. Get a large 4 cheese or double shredded pepperoni take and bake pizza. Made with crave-worthy ingredients and crafted fresh every single day. Choose your crust, original or thin, or upgrade to family size for just $3 more. Premium pizzas, everyday price, starting at $9.99. Pick one up today at Papa Murphy's.
At Community Medical Center in Missoula, we know that accidents and illnesses don't wait for a convenient time. That's why our emergency room is open 24/7 with highly trained doctors, nurses, and staff ready when you need them most. From sudden injuries to serious symptoms, we're here to provide expert emergency care fast. Day or night, weekday or weekend, we're always just around the corner. Check ER wait times anytime at communitymed.org. Community Medical Center, helping you live your healthiest life.
Kickoff sails into the end zone for a touchback. South Dakota will take over. 7 seconds into this fourth quarter, Montana leads 38-7. One drive for the offense in the second half, and it's a 51-yard touchdown to Michael Wortham, who's now 5 yards away from Mark Mariani's all-purpose yard, a record in a single season. And another flinch on the right side of the offensive line. South Dakota will move backwards.
Ball start, number 75, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
6 false starts by South Dakota. Washington Grizzly Stadium has done its job.
And what a great day for football here. The sun has been shining, temperature in the low 50s here on a Saturday in December. And the Grizz are rolling. 38-7 the score. Bauman back to throw across the middle. He'll connect with Bose, and Bose will get the penalty yardage back and then some. He'll gain 11 and bring up second down and 4.
Little in route by the receiver. Bauman able to have a good throwing lane to complete that pass. Thing is, in and out of the huddle, and they got to go. They got to have some urgency on this offense. And they're just not showing it right now.
You wonder when Phillips went into the locker room if that was almost all she wrote for USD. Here's Bauman with the play fake. He scrambles out of the pocket and checks it down short. He was looking for Reed Watkins. The pressure got to him, and it will be 3rd down and 4.
And that's the one thing, the Grizz haven't been able to get to him, but they've been able to pressure him enough in the pass game, make him uncomfortable. And he's not a guy that's going to hold the ball too long. He wants to get that thing out. Not calling on his toughness, but he's a guy that wants to get that ball out.
South Dakota, another 3rd down attempt. They're 5 of 12 on 3rd down, just 9 first downs in the game. 3rd down and 4. Bauman in the gun, throws far sideline. Too much zip on it. Was looking for Bose, in and out of his hands, incomplete. And the Yotes will go for it here on 4th down and 4 from their own 31, down by 31 points.
You know, you're going to go for it on 4th down, but yet, again, even in the 3rd quarter, I was shocked at the pace of their offense getting in and out of the huddle and getting to a play. I don't know if they're just trying to condense this game and get back home.
There was movement on the defensive line. It's 4th down and 4, opening minute of the 4th quarter. Bauman, 3 receivers to his left, short throw, and he's got Martins for the 1st down. They needed 4, they got 5, and South Dakota will keep the drive alive. And no whistle, and Martins is going to take it all the way, and they're going to whistle touchdown. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that before. Everybody thought the play was dead.
Ruling on the field, the runner was knocked down. Touchdown.
Huh?
And he said, not down, not knocked down.
Yeah, let's take a look at this up here in the booth, Riley.
Ruling on the field, the touchdowns under further review.
And you got to have I don't know, was his left elbow down? I don't think so.
No.
Guys, the Grizzly coaching staff is livid down here, yelling at the officials. They think one of the officials blew a whistle.
And that would be the only thing that would save Montana, because it was Clay Oven that made the tackle. And Martins was just laying on top of Oven. No knee down, no arm down. But everyone had given up on the play outside of Martins. And even Martins was about to walk to the sideline, and then his teammate said, hey, keep going. And he ran, and everyone was stunned, including us. We both looked down to get ready for the next play.
The question is that left elbow down? And I think it's an inch or two away from being down. This is crazy.
Yeah, this will be a wild touchdown for USD. I don't know how you overturn it. Ace has a good point. If anything, it just felt like the way that the players reacted, it felt like the play was blown dead.
Yeah. Of course, with the noise in this place, if you're not blowing it with some aggressiveness,
then what are you even doing? So as it stands, it more than likely is going to be,
I think, will be a touchdown.
A USD touchdown from Martins.
After further review, the ruling on the field is upheld. The runner did not have a body part down. There's a touchdown.
And Ace is right in front of Bobby Hauk, who is pleading his case with the officials. And it's the second touchdown for South Dakota, a 69-yard strike on 4th down, and Leyland will look to add the extra point. Low snap is handled, and the kick is through. With 13:51 to go, the Grizz lead 38-14. We'll come back in a moment. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Natural gas appliances that aren't installed properly can cause carbon monoxide poisoning. You can't smell, taste, or see carbon monoxide. So it's important to install detectors in your sleeping areas on every level of your house. If the alarm goes off, get outside fast and call us at Northwestern Energy.
Did you know that Tire-Rama offers more than just tire services? Our expert technicians take care of other vehicle needs like belts and hoses, brakes, check engine diagnostics, oil changes, wheel alignments, and more. It's all about our dedication to keep our customers' vehicles running smoothly so they can travel with peace of mind. When it comes to your vehicle needs, Tire-Rama's got you covered. Find your neighborhood Tire-Rama and see a list of services at Tire-Rama.com. Tire-Rama, more than just a tire store.
Game day in Montana means pride, tradition, and moving forward. Whether you're heading across town or across the country, Montana Transfer, your local North American Van Lines agent, is here to get you there. Montana Transfer has been trusted by Montanans for over 50 years. We treat every move like it's our own championship drive. Call Montana Transfer today or visit montanatransfer.com for a free estimate to make your next move an easy, stress-free winning experience. Visit montanatransfer.com and go Grizz.
Who says you can't have variety and a good value? With Pizza Hut's lunch buffet, now you can have both. Fill up on a variety of pizzas, pasta, salad, and dessert. Available at your Missoula Brooks Pizza Hut location. No one out-pizzas the Hut. See store for details.
$13:51 left to go from inside Washington Grizzlies Stadium. Brian Freeman in studio, Don Perkins, our engineer game side, a sour wine down on the sidelines. Riley Gork and Greg Sundberg with you. All Grizz, South Dakota scores on a 69-yard strike, a bizarre play on 4th down. But USD in the end zone for the first time here in this second half. Down by 24, so technically still 3 scores, albeit 3 touchdowns, 3 2-points. You wonder what USD is going to do here on their kickoff strategy. It looks like they're going to kick it straight up. And it's an onside kick that bounces once. It's still loose. A fight for it. Still loose. And I believe South Dakota grabbed it. They surprised everybody. It looked like they were going for a normal kick, and give Mata credit. He sold that beautifully. It was loose for a long time. And wait a second, there was a scrap at the bottom of the pile, and they're going to say it's Montana football.
Illegal touching, kicking team. Ball we place the spot of the touch, first down, Montana.
And that's a break for the Montana Grizzlies, but they will take over at the 44. Seen a lot of onside kick theatrics here in Sidewalk Grizz the last month.
And easy for me to say up here, but if he just let it go, it was going to get there. It was a perfect kick, and he was just shy. Don Perkins, our engineer in booth, saw it right away that it was touched a little early.
There were 4 Coyotes to just 1 Grizzly. And fortunately, it hit a Coyote 9 yards past the line. And the Grizzlies starting offense is out there. 13:49 to go, leading 38-14. Play action for Ayat. Sets his feet, stands in, delivers downfield. Was looking for Wortham. It falls to the ground incomplete. Sure seems like they're trying to get Wortham the record here at home. He is 5 yards away from breaking that all-time mark set by Mark Mariani. 234 all-purpose yards here in this game for Wortham. 177 receiving. 4 receivers set, 2nd and 10. Handoff Eli Gilman, who is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. For Gilman, just 13 carries, 36 yards, extracurriculars after the play, and Montana's okay with that. That's Patrick Matton standing up for his teammate right there.
I like it. I don't think Coach Hauk's going to have any problem with that, believe it or not. I think, yeah, Patrick Matt, just a lot of extracurricular on the ground between Eli and a defensive lineman.
Mo Newsom.
After the play was over, personal foul, number 76, offense, unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty, the now counts. third down.
And Greg, at this point, you do have to start thinking of what's next. South Dakota, this is it for them. They're going to empty the tank and do whatever, but Montana's got to keep the future in the mindset here, and it's good for Madden to defend his teammate, but now you got to be careful here in the final 13 minutes as it gets chipped.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with the foul on Madden. I mean, it was clear as day he ripped him off, but this is where the officials got to see the early stuff, especially when it's on the ground right in front of you, because that could have been a personal foul as well.
Ayat has Rocker to his left. And it's a screenplay set up for Stevie Rocker, who had 2 receiving touchdowns last week. And on 3rd and 24, he'll gain about 7. And Montana will punt it away. So they can't take advantage of the onside kick, but precious seconds ticking away from USD, and see if Ty Morrison can pin the Coyotes back.
Yeah, and again, I look at every snap now, and you just believe that play clock down to nothing as you're just trying to shorten this game and get out of here with a win.
Morrison, 19 punts. He's pinned inside the 20 this year. Martin stands back at the 10. Morrison will roll the pocket to the right. Angles the kick as Martins will call for the fair catch. He'll do so at the 9. And South Dakota takes over there. 12:26 to go. Sun starting to set behind the west stands. And we'll pause 10 seconds. For station ID, this is Grizzly football. .26 left to go. Grizzlies lead 38-14. USD begins inside their own 10 as Bauman will throw to his tight end, goes right through his breadbasket, incomplete with 12:23 to go. 2nd down and 10 from the 9-yard line for South Dakota.
Yeah, just not much cooking here for Bauman. 10 of 20, 50%. He just came off a game last week where he's over 70%.
You look at Bauman.
Yeah, not looking sharp.
His last 5 games, 73% completion. Previous 9, about 53 is all. The blitz is on 2nd down and 10. Handoff to the true freshman Fletcher, who angles to the near side of the field. Off the tackle, gets up to the 15. Caleb Otluski makes the stop. It'll be 3rd down and 4 with 12 minutes left to go.
And again, 12 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Montana leads 38-14. And South Dakota, I think, in their own way, kind of waving the white flag just with the tempo of their offense here with their backs against the end zone as the ball is placed at the 15, their own 15-yard line.
USD 5 out of 13 on 3rd down. 3rd down and 4. Gino Leonard will blitz up the middle. So will Diesel Wilkinson, and Bauman gets it away. Checks it to Fletcher, who picks up the 1st down. Shucks Prince forward into the sideline. It's a gain of 15 on 3rd down and 4. Yotes keep the drive alive, down 38-14.
Oh, and they had the pressure dialed up. Good job by Bauman getting that ball off as Diesel Wilkinson right in his lap as he throws it.
1st down and 10 from the 29. Scoreboard update. Illinois State, UC Davis. High-scoring 1st quarter, 21-17. Illinois State in front. Just starting the 2nd quarter from Davis. Bauman twirls the ball in his hands, lofts it up to nobody. Incomplete. It was intended for Fenner. Bauman goes down in the backfield. They've been pressuring him as Oven and Boyd, a couple of Montanans, applied it. It'll be 2nd down and 10, 10:57 remaining, and the Grizz up 38-14.
Yeah, doing a nice job getting pressure in all these passing situations, which South Dakota is in, as far as just mixing and matching their pressures, and up front and the running back having a tough time picking those up.
2nd down and 10 from the 29. Bauman 11 for 23. Just a 48% completion rate. Chase Mason last week, 52% for his completion rate. Pressure from Montana. Bauman off his back foot, tipped in the air and incomplete. It's a flag down at the line of scrimmage. TJ Roush broke it up.
Might be in a little defensive offsides, lined up in the neutral zone, I believe.
Offside. Defense. Offside. Number 47. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Third penalty of the game for Montana. Talk about a clean game. Pretty impressive performance by this defense. You're going to say they gave up 14. Really, it's 7. Kind of a, which you can say, this is not Homer radio here, but on a fluke play.
Fluke play.
Tremendous job by this D.
2nd and 5 from the 34. 10:51 to go. Here's Bauman. Stands in the pocket, delivers, tipped and incomplete. Wilkinson in coverage, and they are going to get Montana for a flag.
No, I believe it's going to be a legal man downfield, but I thought the same thing. But I think it's going to be a legal man downfield. It was one of those close plays downfield with the secondary, that physical play.
Eligible receiver downfield, number 83. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Well, what was confusing about it, they threw it into the secondary, and normally that's more at the line of scrimmage.
Right, and it was the line judge, and I was going to be a little ballistic because I'm like, that is not your call 20 yards down the field. Watch the line of scrimmage. Oh,
Still
buddy.
getting fired up.
Oh, this thing's not over yet. But
10:46 to go. Grizz up 38-14. Scored on the opening possession. They have not looked back. Bauman has 3 receivers here. Grizz bringing more pressure. Throw to the near side of the field. Bose makes the catch, gets out of a tackle, and will have a South Dakota first down. One-on-one with Kenzel Lawler, and just slipped out of it. Bose, junior from Dublin, Ohio, picks it up. And South Dakota up to the 45-yard line. Bauman backs up. He's got time to throw. Checks it underneath. Watkins will make the catch. He'll gain 9, get into Grizzly territory, up to the 46. And it'll be 2nd down and 1. 10 minutes left to go. Bauman gets everybody ready. Grizzlies playing a little bit off ball here with this big lead. Bauman scrambling to his left, and he'll run for it, and not known for his legs, but he will scoot past the 45, pick up a first down up to the 42. 9:48 left to go. Grizzlies lead 38-14.
Shows his a little athleticism. I mean, a guy 6'5", he takes his 2 strides and he's down the field 5 yards. Not necessarily what he wants to do, but he stretched it, kept this drive alive.
South Dakota and Montana territory here. Bauman spins it in his hands. He'll take a shot downfield and was looking for Fenner, incomplete. Still just 1 catch for Fenner in this game.
Bauman now 13 of 25 for 199 yards, but he's just not comfortable. I mean, they are dialing up blitz after blitz, and I'll tell you why you do that if you're a defensive coordinator, because you feel good on the back end. You feel good about your corners and man-to-man. You feel good about your safeties. They're applying a lot of pressure. Bauman is just not comfortable back there in the pocket.
And no L.J. Phillips. He went to the locker room early stages of the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd down and 10 from the 42. Movement on the offensive line. False start number 6. And this crew out of the CAA has whistled a lot of false starts here today.
False start. Number 68. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
And a team that just doesn't want to get behind the chains. It's been a tough day for the Yotes. It's been all about Montana. This Grizzly defense has been on the field a lot here in the second half. Crowd revving up. Let's savor this roar. It'll be the last time we hear it until late August. Bauman Flushed out, will throw to his running back. There is Fletcher, dragging a couple Grizz with him, makes the catch on 2nd and 15. He'll gain 12, get up to the 35. 9 minutes to go. It'll be a 3rd down and 3 for the Yotes.
2-down situation to get 3 yards.
Bauman with pressure off the edge, throws off his back foot, and a flag will fly. There's some jersey grabbing back and forth, and they will get Prince forward for pass interference.
Pass interference, number 6, defense. Ball we place the spot of the foul. Automatic 1st down.
Now they're approaching scoring territory here. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Bring the ball to the 20-yard line, I believe.
Guys, officials down here talking, well, they were for a second. We thought that ball was uncatchable. It was pretty much in our lap.
Correction, 15 yards, 1st down.
Yeah, good call, Ace.
Yeah, I thought you were going to catch that one, Ace.
I thought about it. I did. Hands are just a little chilly. I don't want to break a finger off.
Yeah, good call. You're in the shade now. You're not in the sun anymore. 8:55 remains, 38-14 Grizz, and after the penalty, South Dakota enters the red zone. They are set up at the 20. Bauman, 3 receivers, 2 of them to his right. 4-man rush. Bauman again off his back foot, nowhere close, incomplete. Intended for Zach Whitty. Cade Boyd, the safety in coverage. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and something's wrong with Bauman's hand. He's trying to shake it off, his throwing hand. 14-27 now for Bauman. And we'll get through it, but the plays run by South Dakota in the second half compared to the Grizz is really lopsided.
They have ran 37 plays here in the second half. The Grizz have ran under 10. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Bauman ready, blitz on. Bauman throws for the end zone, reaching out, making the catches. Bose holds on just enough, and it's a touchdown for South Dakota with 8:42 to go. Makes it a 38-20 game. I believe the Yotes will go for 2 to try and make this a 2-possession game with 8:42 remaining.
And another ball thrown off Bauman's back leg, but he feathered it in perfectly, able to give his receiver a chance to go up and get it. And they put 6 on the board to close this to 18 points.
Doesn't feel like it could be a 2-possession game, but as they bring in a heavier package here. Here's the 2-point try, false start, number 7 on South Dakota.
False start, offense, 5-yard penalty, retry.
And at this point, some of the South Dakota coaches just throwing their hands up, going, what do you do at this point?
And I know there's 8:42 left in this fourth quarter, but this is a big play. This is a 2-possession versus a 3-possession game, and with 8:42 left in the fourth quarter, this is a big play in the game right here.
And all 3 timeouts.
Correct.
For South Dakota. So it'll be a 2-point try from the 7-yard line. They'll snap it from the middle of the field. Bauman gets it. He looks to the right. Now Shivers back to the middle of the field. Throws back of the end zone. Bose makes the catch. He's in for 2. And with 8:42 to go, it's a 2-score game. 38-22 the score. The Grizz need to keep their foot on the gas, and their offense will be on the field when we come back. 38-22 Montana, 8:42 remaining. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
Located in the heart of downtown Missoula at the historic Mercantile site, the brand new Residence Inn by Marriott is a full-service extended stay hotel featuring 175 guest room suites and meeting space. Some of the amenities include complimentary hot breakfast buffet, evening bar service, rooftop patio with fire pits, indoor swimming pool. Residence Inn Missoula is the desired home away from home for all guests wanting to experience the vibrant culture of downtown Missoula and just a quick walk to the University of Montana.
In football, you feel it before it happens. The sound of the snap, the rush of the pass, the breakdown field, and the Grizz crowd goes wild. Every winning play starts with a plan. And when it comes to your child's dreams, starting early makes all the difference. For just $25, save for their future with Achieve Montana, the college and career savings plan for every little Grizz fan. Because today's touchdowns are just the start. Begin saving at achievemontana.com. To learn more about investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the program description carefully before investing.
This is Riley Corcoran, the voice of the Grizz, with Kelly Mitty Donahue of Windermere Real Estate. Kelly, tell us about your main focus in real estate.
I was born and raised in Missoula, and I'm one of the owners here at Windermere Real Estate, and I just am really passionate about my clients and getting them the right home or selling their home for them, and I'm very passionate about Missoula itself and love to share my city and the knowledge I have about it.
You can contact Kelly at 406-360-8966.
8:42 to go from inside Washington Grizzlies Stadium. Glad you're with us on this perfect Saturday, December afternoon that does not feel like December. Riley Corcoran, Greg Sundberg from the Kelly Curray broadcast booth. Brian Freeman in studio. Don Perkins, our engineer, game side, and Ace Sourwine down on the sidelines. This time Montana will not be caught off guard. They have 8 players 10 yards away from where the kickoff will happen. Drew Deck is standing back at the 22. The kickoff specialist, Zeke Mata, will pooch it, try and find a soft spot as the ball is loose at the 20. Deck will grab it at the 17 and wisely just goes down. He doesn't care about his stats, Greg. He's not worried about that kick return average. He goes down there, covers up the ball for Montana, and the Grizz will take possession of the ball, which has not happened much. Second half, South Dakota, 38 plays. They've had the ball for 17 minutes. The Grizz have had 8 plays of offense and had the ball for just 4 minutes here in the second half.
That is something else. In the first half, if you remember, Montana doubled them up, 40 plays to their 21. So this is where you got to lean on the old run game, right? Somehow, some way, or efficient short passing game. Keep the clock moving, move the chains, get a little drive here.
Ayala has Gilman to his left, and he motions Wortham out. It's a handoff to Eli. Stutter step move, and he's runs right into a couple of Coyotes, led by Gabe Hardman, the sophomore from Miami. Gilman just 15 carries for 36 yards, has not had a run more than 9 yards here in this game. It's a gain of 1. The clock continues to move. 8:15 left to go. Grizz up 38-22. Brooks Davis without a catch here in this game for Montana. He was 10 yards away from John Talmadge's record. As far as freshman receiving yards, all time here at Montana. 2nd and 9, play fake to Gilman. They work it outside to Wortham, and Wortham is tackled down by his face mask, and a late flag does come in, and it'll help the Grizz move the chains.
Personal foul, face mask, number 3, defense, 15-yard penalty and automatic first down.
A big penalty for the Grizz. Moves them up 15 yards, resets the down, gives them a first. Little breathing room from their end zone. And they're going to wind the clock, so they're going to have another 20 seconds coming up. We're just under 7 minutes and 40 seconds in the fourth quarter.
And the Grizz up by 16. That was the 13th penalty on South Dakota. 7 of them being false starts. Ayada's an extra tight end in there. Blake Bohannon's the motion man, and Eli Gilman gets the handoff. He embraces the contact, runs right into the linebacker, Matt Walsh, And Gilman will pick up 4 hard-earned yards up to the 39. Clock will wind inside of 7 minutes to go here before the next stop, with the Grizz up 2 scores.
Inside zone, they're trying to get some movement in between the tackles. They had a lot of success early in the game with those swing passes, almost like runs to the backs. See if they might decide to go to the short passing game if nothing's there. Maybe take it with his own legs, but nonetheless, they're grinding on Eli and this old line to take him to a victory here.
2nd and 6 from the 39. Ayat will give it off to Gilman, who is brought down from behind. South Dakota defense is playing inspired here. They see a glimmer of hope, and they're trying to hold on to it here for their season. But no gain for Gilman. It'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 39. With just over 6 minutes left to go in a game that all of a sudden has gotten a little bit tighter, although the Grizz have been in firm control, up by as many as 31.
Yeah, big 3rd down conversion for the Grizz coming up.
It'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 39. Ayat has 4 wide receivers. Gets the snap. Blitz on. Ayat finds Michael Wortham. Wortham into South Dakota territory. And with that catch, Michael Wortham has just set the new mark. He is past the legend, Mark Mariani, for the most all-purpose yards in program history in a single season. Wortham passes Mariani as he has over 2,270 yards here in a single season.
Wow. And what a better way to do it. 3rd down, crucial point of the game. And Wortham's able to take the catch, yards after catch, and put it in South Dakota's territory.
Up to the 40, and precious seconds get to tick off even further here as Ayat will give it to Gilman, and Gilman is met at the line of scrimmage for a gain of 1.
And again, they're just trying to pound the rock inside the tackles. Now the clock is under 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Again, Grizz leading 38-22 over South Dakota. Both teams have 3 timeouts.
Guys, I got to chuckle down here. When they made the announcement on the field, Michael was blowing kisses to the fans here at Grizz. Meanwhile, Coach Kennedy is screaming at the top of his lungs that, hey, you got to get off this field. We're subbing you out. And Mike said, oh, God, I missed it. Sorry, guys. I was celebrating.
Pretty fitting, timing-wise, and what a great addition Bobby Kennedy has been for this wide receiving core. Ayat, he's going to take a shot for Brooks Davis, who was grabbed down the near sideline. No flag. You can hear what the fans think of that.
Jeez, that's a misdemeanor in most counties around here. That's a mugging. Took their shot. Interesting on 2nd down, taking the shot. Going to bring up 3rd and 10 for Montana.
We just had a record from Wortham. They're trying to get Davis the record here at home, perhaps. It's just bizarre that Davis does not have a catch here in this game. It'll be 3rd down and 10. From the 40, Ayat with Gilman to his left. Corbin Hendricks, the lone man, split out to the far side of the field. 4-man rush on 3rd and 10. Ayat delivers. He's got deck for a 1st down. Up to the 26, but there is a penalty flag down in the backfield with 4:16 remaining.
First hold of the game for Montana.
Holding, number 79, offense, 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And you just said it, Riley, first holding of the game with 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Going to back up Montana 10 yards and replay 3rd down. It's also going to stop the clock at 4:16.
Now they'll wind it, though, and Montana can tick it under 4 minutes before they snap it. I know it sounds wild, but do you consider running the football? Is time more important than maybe yards at this juncture?
I think it is.
38-22. Final 4 minutes. Here's Ayat. Short throw. Wortham, and then he'll throw it far side. Gilman, 40, 35, 30. What a play. And the Grizz pick up 22 on 3rd and 20.
Are you kidding me? A little quick bubble to Wortham out to the left. Eli Gilman runs the wheel route.
Timeout, South Dakota.
So as South Dakota takes their timeout, let's walk you through third down and Frenchtown, 3rd and 20. They throw the ball to Wortham on the left-hand side. Kind of a little...
South Dakota is challenging the ruling on the field of a forward pass.
And that ball is right in line. I don't know if they're going to have enough. And Wortham throws it across the field to Eli, who's on the opposite side, the right side, and he's able to take it to get a first down. Now, South Dakota just challenged the play.
And if they're successful, it would be a illegal forward pass, but Wortham let it go between the 46 and the 47. And Gilman made contact with it between the 47 and the 48. And that's no maroon colored glasses here. It's very close.
Where he catches it.
At the 47.
It's going to stand. Talk about a play call.
Wow.
When they threw it, I was thinking, run the ball. 3rd and 20, you're not picking this up. And the crowd is chanting Bobby.
Or Monty.
Monty,
One of the two.
Monty.
Oh, I was like, oh my gosh.
We got a good coach and we got a good mascot.
Notice my voice inflection, Ace. It was more of a question mark.
I'm just helping you out. No problem.
I appreciate it.
Is he just revving up the crowd? Any specific reason, Ace? You want to get play-by-play on what Monty's doing down there?
I missed it. I was actually looking at the crowd over here. Don Gilman, she's sitting front row. It felt like everybody in the section came down to give her a high five after that trick play. I've never seen so many smiles in a section before.
What's the vibes been like, at least throughout the second half, Ace? I mean, Montana's been in control. We've kind of chronicled it. South Dakota's drawing closer, but any nervous moments, or is it more of a party atmosphere?
It was party-like until about 8 minutes ago when a couple of calls went our way, at least according to the Grizz fans down here. Then it started to become a little testy. Then fans got angrier and angrier, but I think we're back to party mode now by the looks of it.
I think so. Montana, first down or two away. We'll get the official call.
After further review, the ruling on the field, a backwards pass is upheld. It'll be first down, Montana, at the 29-yard line. South Dakota will be charged a timeout for the challenge on the field. They have no more challenges remaining.
Now that it stands, what a play call. I mean, when he lofted that ball, the first thing you're thinking is, what is happening? And sure enough, something they practiced. And it works yet again.
I mean, Coach Pease just goes into the old bag of tricks once again.
And it goes as a 1-yard catch for Wortham and a lateral to Gilman, who then gains 20. So that's the official stat sheet on it. 3:33 to go. Grizz up 38-22. Ayat, play action fake. He's going to take a shot. Downfield Gale, 10-5. Out of bounds in a goal-to-go situation. But Ayat letting it loose. Gale with his second catch. And the Grizz are knocking on the door with 3:19 to go.
And they go from a mode of running the ball, pounding the rock, taking time off to, you know what? We're in scoring territory. Let's put it to them. What a play call on first down. Wow.
Just confidence across the board. This offense that has just continued to set new marks. 3 minutes left to go. Grizzly 38-22, looking to put it on the exclamation point here. Gilman to the right of Ayat. First down and goal. Handoff to Gilman, who is brought down from behind.
Second charge, timeout of the half. South Dakota, 30 seconds.
And Wortham with that last catch. Just went over 200 receiving yards. How fitting. He's the first Grizz with over 200 receiving yards in a game since Samori Toure did it in the playoffs against Southeastern Louisiana when he had 303. But it's ironic because Wortham gets 1,000 yards, and he's the first 1,000-yard receiver since Toure, who did it in the playoffs here too. So love the symmetry there.
Good company.
Great company.
What a performance.
So Samori Toure, Michael Wortham, Mark Mariani, they deserve to be in that same conversation. And what a season for Wortham as he comes in at quarterback here. 2:46 to go. South Dakota down to 1 timeout remaining. Fonoti to the right of Wortham. It's a fake to Fonoti. Wortham to the pylon. The exclamation point. Who else? It's Michael Wortham. Touchdown again. And the Grizz are moving on to the semifinals.
And that did it. That capped the game, Riley, right there. Wortham, I'll tell you what a playoff show for him.
Wow.
Guy kind of late season, didn't see a ton of touches, and again, it wasn't necessary.
Silver for the extra point. He puts it up and through, and the Grizzlies with 2:40 to go lead it 45-22.
Back to Wortham, though. Late in the season, they just didn't find him getting the ball. But again, so many weapons, and there's just been this decision made by the offensive staff that we're going to get him the ball. And it has proven to be something else these last 2 games.
Greg, his last 4 games of the regular season, he had 22 total touches. Last week against South Dakota State, a season high 14. Today, he just passed it. 15 for a new season high. So he's gotten the ball, Greg, 29 times. And that's a good sign for the Montana Grizzlies as they have blown this open, leading 45-22. Joe Silver will kick it off from left to right. South Dakota will return it 1 yard deep. Martins 5-10, 15, cuts it back middle of the field 20, and he is tackled down by a slew of Grizzlies. Great to see the true freshman Colton Lentz in there to help out with the tackle. Some extracurriculars here, 2:31 to go, and his fans will leave the Mecca for the final time. What a showing from this team. They have been fun all year long to watch. And this offense continuing to just set new marks. 45 more points here in this one. Aiden Bauman, a storied career at South Dakota, the best quarterback to ever come through Vermilion. He'll be out there for what looks like his final possession. And the first throw is incomplete, too high. 15 out of 30 passing. This Grizzly defense. And I believe, Greg, that as we start to transition the conversation to next week, the biggest difference might be how this Grizzly D plays with Keon Loud back and that extra confidence in getting the bye week leading into their matchup next week against a very good offense.
And they've taken 2 offenses that want to pound the rock and really take them to one-dimensional teams.
Bauman going in the wrong direction, and he'll check it down short, incomplete. Again, looking for his tight end. It'll fall to the ground.
Yeah, I mean, right now, as the game stands, they're 70 yards under their average as far as what South Dakota rushes for. Last week, it was completely one-dimensional. So, again, the addition allowed Tolbert back healthy, a little depth there. And this team seems to be clicking and running on all cylinders.
3rd down and 10 for USD from the 26. 6 out of 14 on 3rd down. Bauman, pressure off the edge. He'll huck it up. It's intercepted. Peyton Wing. There's another exclamation point. The Grizzly D revs up the crowd one final time as they take over on downs with 2:15 to go.
What a performance. What a performance.
There's an interception by the defense. 1st down, Montana.
By this defense. 120 yards on the ground for South Dakota. 230 through the air. 22 points. I'll tell you what. Fast, physical. And let's talk about the offense. 45 points. They are rolling. You talk about it. An explosion of offense with Coach Pease and this unit. Unbelievable.
And really, with only 3 quarters to do it, they weren't even on the field for most of that third quarter as Jake Jensen comes in at quarterback. He will hand it off to Hashim Jones, and Jones will crash into some Coyotes, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute timeout. Final 2 minutes here from Missoula as the Grizz closing in, and we'll start talking about the semifinal showdown when we come back. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
No matter what you can imagine, no matter what you can possibly dream, Jewelry Design Center can make it for you.
Really helpful when you're working with people that actually make it, because they might be able to give ideas that you didn't even know was possible. A bit of a collaboration that ends, whether it's buying something out of the case that's ready to go, or customizing it, or starting from scratch and literally creating a drawing and your own personal vision.
Come visit at 2501 Brook Street. Jewelry Design Center, your jeweler for life.
A big part of what I do here is tell the story of Northwestern Energy and the incredible work that goes on behind the scenes to deliver reliable power. My name is Erin Madison, and I wrote a children's book called Oliver the Osprey. The book shows the importance of wildlife conservation and the osprey platforms that we put up that allow birds to nest in a safe spot that's not on our power lines. It's a really interesting piece of the story of how we deliver reliable energy.
Looking for fresh meals and great savings? Albertsons and Safeway have you covered. Whether you're diving into your next made-from-scratch masterpiece or grabbing something hot and ready, Albertsons Safeway is here to make mealtime easy. Plus, here's a little extra to smile about. Students and military save 5% every single day. So swing by your neighborhood store or start your next order today through the Albertsons or Safeway for You app to shop curbside and delivery.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
First play out of the 2-minute timeout, inside run, gain of a couple, it'll be 3rd down and 4. Monty's got a coyote hide there in the north end zone, and I think that's why they were chanting the best mascot's name in the land a couple of minutes ago. Coyotes, the Dakota Dome seats 9,000. It's worth repeating, only 2 crowds this year. They played of over 9,000. Iowa State and North Dakota State is on 3rd down and 4. Hashim Jones will get the handoff. He gets close to a 1st down. Maybe 4th down and short. And Greg, we can talk about it now, right?
Yeah, we can talk about it. We can talk
Biggest
about it.
matchup ever. And it seems like we keep saying it each and every time it's Grizz Cat, but this one has no debate. It's for all the marbles. It's the winner goes to Nashville to the FCS championship game and a sweet chance of revenge for the Montana Grizzlies for what happened here a couple weeks ago.
Sudden death. Wow. I mean, it's sudden death time. Going to the semis, of course, be quite the atmosphere over in Bozeman.
And the crowd is ready. It's Hashim Jones breaks through. He gets in. Touchdown, Montana.
They're setting these, what a magical season in this place. Record crowds, 10 home games, and they've been treated, the fans have been treated to this performance on a quarterfinal game on national television. Pretty fun.
This offense today, 449 yards of offense. Extra point good from Joe Silver. And the Grizz hang 50 on South Dakota. It's 52-22. Jensen handed off to Hashim Jones on 4th down, and the true freshman got in for his 2nd career touchdown. And the fans have one thing on their mind. They are getting ready for next week. And the ROTC is getting their money's worth this year. They're going to be real strong by the end
points. Hey, to be the best, you've got to beat the best. And right now, I would say, and arguably, I think people would agree, the toughest road to the semi has been Montana. Getting the Jackrabbits and the Coyotes from the Missouri Valley. They've been battle tested, and now they've got to take it on the road.
They've got to go 3 hours to the east and go win in Bozeman. It's been quite a while since the Grizz have won in Bozeman, over a decade. 31 seconds to go. Kick goes to the up man, and South Dakota hit hard. The Grizzlies still laying the wood here with 26 seconds to go, leading 52-22. And just another shout out to the fans, the home atmosphere, everybody that makes this place great. We call it the Mecca of FCS football for a reason, Greg. It has just been phenomenal all year. A lot of hard work it takes to put 10 home games together, and everyone's done that in full force. It's been a magical season.
It really has. And usually a game like this in the regular season, of course, the fans are gone. Most of them just trying to soak it in. Cheer these guys on as they leave this field for the last time this season.
And South Dakota will take a knee. The clock will hit 0. And the Montana Grizzlies have set up a rematch with their arch rival. They will head to Bozeman next week with a spot in the national championship game on the line. They blow out South Dakota.
That's the end of the game.
Beating the Coyotes 52-22. Teams embracing at midfield right now. Michael Wortham getting some national spotlight with an interview for good reason. Wortham with 201 receiving yards, 3 total touchdowns. Kaylee Ayat goes up and over 300 yards passing yet again. And the Grizz dominate start to finish today. They win 52-22. Another statement made. And now one final loop around Washington Grizzlies Stadium as this team still has some business to take care of here the next couple of weeks.
They certainly do, and the way they're playing right now, I think they've got to be pretty darn excited about the opportunity to take this thing on the road, to take on, let's call it what it is, one of the best teams in the FCS right now in Montana State.
I would say not many times you get a chance of revenge, but how about never? It's never happened before, and pretty amazing that it's never happened. In fact, these numbers might surprise you. Our good friend Greg Rockach looked this up earlier this week. This is only the 12th time that they both even made the same playoff field. It's only the 4th time they've been matched up on the same side of the bracket. And it will be the 8th time they meet in the same year. But the first 7 happened over a century ago. All of those numbers, they just make your hair kind of stand up a bit, Greg, because not often do you get a chance to witness history. And all of us are going to witness history next Saturday at 2 o'clock in Bozeman. And the build-up throughout the week is going to be probably the most intriguing part, just because simply it's never happened before.
Yeah, I mean, the stage, simply put, the stage is set for the biggest GrizzCat football game in the history of the matchup. And again, regular season, all sorts of stakes have been on the line. But for this to be able to punch your ticket into a national championship game in Nashville, it's something else. But I'll tell you what, you see the poise, the confidence, the execution. Coach Hauk and this coaching staff has them dialed in.
And they get it done today. Final score, 52-22. Stick around for the postgame show. We'll go through all the stats and highlights of this one and eventually talk with head coach Bobby Hauk as we start to look at the semifinal showdown with Montana State next week. Grizz win by 30. This is Montana Grizzly football from Learfield.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things.